GM, everyone. Holy shit, my coffee. Dude, okay, two things. My coffee nearly fell over there as I said GM, like, fuck. And then, secondly, holy man, the 2-minute intro. Dude, I feel like I lost 5 years, like, compared to our 1 minute 30 intro.
Craig. Was that a 2-minute?
We need to edit that. Okay.
I liked it. I gave me some pregame music. I felt like I was like in a movie doing an action scene.
That's the good tune. It's like, yeah, we're getting in a beat. So
I don't mind that tune, that one.
All right, maybe we'll do that on the new one too, Craig, once we got that one sorted.
Yeah, I don't mind
with
that.
Your wife. But GM, everyone, obviously it's Thursday here in Australia, 3rd of July. Huge pump overnight. I mean, it's just great waking up to a green sea after having a red sea yesterday, Craig. We literally spoke about opportunities throughout the show yesterday, so it's great to see. GM, GE, Eli, how are you, mate? How's things over the big pond over that side of the world?
Things are great. You know, we're avoiding war apparently. I don't know. Things are all right.
On that topic, bro, about capitulation during war, mate.
I didn't even say capitulation. No, I know. I would rather not. That was not what I was going for. No, things are all right. I'm just happy to be back home. Ready to start getting back into having a routine and a habit again. I always say like, oh, I want to travel. And then I'm gone for like a week and I'm like, I want to go back home.
Same.
You know,
it's very interesting. Like I traveled, I was 8 months away overseas last year. Once you get into a routine, it maybe took a month or two to know that you're like, oh, the freedom, you're on the pace of whatever you want to do. You're seeing what you want to see. You're eating out, or you're drinking coffee, or you're drinking a beer at the pub in all these different countries, whatever it is, right? You kind of get into the flow. And I know Easy did the same thing last year as well with Bo. So like if you do it for a long enough stint, I think it works really well. But if you don't do it for a long enough stint, I totally understand. You're like, shit, man, I just want to get back to the desktop, man. Like, how good is this? Like, this is just a life. Craig's changed his whole streaming setup. I should be getting more stuff in the mail today as well. Set up my 2 monitor things, my arms. So now I've got so much space under there as well. It's so good, so good.
Yeah, you guys finally upgraded. You guys got new cameras too, right?
No, my camera's the same.
Yeah, mine's the same at the moment. I got a new one. I was just testing it before, but the lighting on it was horrific. It's so dark, so I'm gonna have to work out what's going on. But the lights are new, Eli. So
yeah, I saw. Dude, no, the picture of it really sucks. I think your background doesn't do your office justice, because when I saw a picture of your when I saw a picture of your office, I was like, bro, you can like.
Yeah, but I'd have to mount a camera up in the back corner, man. Like to take
like a zoom out, like a
no. I think you literally just flip like what I do, right? I have it turned around, so I have everything in the back that makes my background seem bigger, right? So if you just flipped your desk around, or like you flipped it around, and you had your camera where your window was facing the entire office, then it shows, because you have it's a really, really nice office. Like when I saw that picture, I was like, Jesus Christ, that feels like a fucking villain layer. Like it looked really cool.
It's nice, man. Look, if I flip it round though, you actually still won't see it because the camera's on the main thing, like on the desk. So you won't see much of the desk. I
don't want to see the desk. I want to see the background. You have such a nice, I'm saying you have such a nice like room.
You want to see just all the curtains?
No, I don't want to just see the curtains. That's all I see right now.
It's the desk and the curtains.
Yeah, but like, all right, flip your computer around real quick.
I can't. It's all the lights will fall off.
Right. So the screenshot you shared, Eli, is disgusting. What the hell?
Is it? What happened?
I look like a pleb.
Why? Because it's dark?
No, look at this.
Your camera is kind of dark right now, though.
It is.
Oh, I didn't even notice. I was sprinting to post the picture.
What is it? Oh. Well,
Anyways, obviously, PM everyone, GE. Oh my god, there's so. Oh my god, whoa, is that a spam comment or not?
Oh man.
I don't know
Good
what that
morning.
is.
Good morning,
Anyway,
chat.
yeah, GM everyone. There we go. We got a bit of light now in the house. Okay, everyone's happy. New light arriving today as well. Craig got the same one as you. I'm pumped about that, mate.
Oh, did you get those ones? The RGBs?
No, the big
light.
white one. Yeah. So big. I can't remember what it's called. Like
The Elgato, the key light.
yeah, the big one, like that.
Yeah.
Big.
Yeah. Let me see if I can.
Is your camera the Elgato?
Yeah, like that one. Yeah.
Is your
What's
camera-
your like?
I have a 13-year-old Sony A65.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Hey, that is that. What's that? Is that a diffuser? The light that you've got there?
No. So like, when I used to do a lot of music, so I used to whatever, and so I used to get box light. They're like really, really cheap box lights from honestly, they don't do shit. Like literally, it is so fucking weak. If you get like a good one, like a real diffuser, I think that'll help.
Yeah.
But these are I just have these up because I was like, whatever, it's better than nothing. But these are literally like $10 box lights. They do nothing. But it's good to have a diffuser because like I do feel like it's a little too dark even right now.
It is a little bit dark.
It's not terrible because you're lit up though. So the main.
Yeah, exactly. And you got the background light, which I mean, Craig's is different altogether because you got natural light as well as your light there coming on you.
My shit's all artificial. Yeah. But this is a little lighter, right? I made it a little lighter.
That's good, I reckon.
Okay, all right.
I mean, I can turn off my light lamp too. Hold on.
Welcome to the stream where all we're talking about.
So selfish, eh? Let's just talk about our camera setups. Hey, good morning, everyone. Thanks for tuning in.
It's important.
Great. There's an audience here, guys. I don't know if. Hey, guys.
Anyways, let's go back to what we were talking pre-show because we always get into conversations pre-show, all three of us, or if it's just the two of us, Craig. So it's important that we try and discuss those things publicly as well. So the first topic was obviously Big Toshi. Then the second topic was obviously mainly the crypto market pumping and whatnot as well. So let's talk about that. Obviously, Eli, we finally hear back from Big Toshi over on Abstract, who's obviously the dev of Bitcoin. I mean, it's slightly up, but I mean, it's still very much down. Like, as you said, like if you want to double down, it's still got good volume on Abstract. It probably does help a little bit with XP and potentially could play out over time. It's just you're trying to catch a knife bottom, let's call it, right?
Do you think it's still a knife? Do you think it's still a knife at this point? Genuinely, do you think it's still a knife?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a machete, man. It's worse.
I mean, the more you zoom out, the more knife it looks. Yeah.
It's like at the start of Call of Duty when you throw the axe at the start and you try and hit someone. It's like that, man. Oh, I don't know.
I don't think that's a knife anymore.
Yes, it depends on what happens now. If this is a rounding bottom, so we'll zoom in now for everyone. But like that's what you're looking at. It is starting to potentially form a maybe bottom.
An absolutely gorgeous bottom forming there, Eli.
But it's still lower highs, lower lows.
Look, I don't have anything to. I don't have anything to sell anymore, right? Like I moved. I mean, I do. I have the big Bitcoin that I'm mining every day. Okay, if it does that, like, whatever. If it does that, whatever.
Looks like an old man's piss, eh? Down.
I mean, that's crazy. Look, I'm
bullish, Eli. I'm with you. I
mean, look, the price action is shit, but the thesis hasn't changed for me. Right? So like,
the technology is phenomenal.
You know what has
because here, wait, can I say something real quick? Yeah, I know. Retspa is okay. Listen, wait, real quick before I go to Retspa. Here's the thing about Bitcoin. Oh, yeah, now I remember what I was going to say. I was stalling until I remembered. All right, look, you're making fun of the tech, but here's the thing, right?
Fun of the tech.
Nah, here's the thing. We got promised a coin that would be anti-snipe, right? This past week.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, grind.
Yeah.
And it still didn't work. The only thing that we've seen on Abstract so far that hasn't been bundled, that hasn't been sniped, that like any of that stuff has been Bitcoin. That is simply the only coin that has not actually been handled that way. Why? Because it's literally almost impossible because the coins don't exist at launch, right? They slowly get mined. And so, yeah, I think to me, again, if he can figure it all out, it's really cool. Does the price action suck? Yeah, it sucks dick. Whatever, right? I'm not gonna lie. But my thesis hasn't changed on it. And if there's one thing I've learned in the last, month, if my thesis isn't invalidated and it's only price action, then I'm not going to capitulate. Like that, I'm just not going to anymore.
Okay, I'll add one thing to that. Price action should be in your thesis.
It depends on what kind of trade it is. If it's a trade that I'm like, okay, you know what? This is cool. I'm going to park money in here and I'll come back in months and whatever. Like that's, to me, that I'm not really worried about price action anymore. If it's something where it's like, it's a lot of money that I really want to stay on top of and whatever. And it's a trade that I'm intentionally like, okay, well, then I agree with you. But if it's something like big, like Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin is a good example, like the real one.
Yeah.
People who believed in the thesis, they put in money and the thesis never changed and they didn't care about price action and they just walked away and they parked their money. Like price didn't matter, right? Because their time horizon was years. It was like, but for something like this, where it's like meme coins and stuff like that, yeah, for sure. Price action should be probably part of it.
No, I agree. I think Bitcoin's the only exception I would throw into that category. And I mean, PO, we had him on the show a couple of weeks ago, is a classic example of that, really. We'll come to Ethos soon because I want to talk about that. I haven't had a chance to. Oh my God, I'm getting a call. Hold on. All right, you guys go. But
okay, I'll segue it. Retspa, low key. Listen, I'm not a bag holder, but I will admit that Retspa is now probably, aside from, look, I love all my other coins. I love Dark Pengu. I love Gooner. I love all those coins. Retspa for sure to me is like the clear winner in my opinion now. Like Abster is cool because it's the mascot of Abstract, but that doesn't really, it's too vanilla for me. It doesn't feel like, it just feels like a bet on Abstract, which is great. But Retspa to me is the clear winner. Better than Poly, better than, I love Newt. Like to me, Retspa is just the one. Don has solidified the perfect character. It's an original IP, right? Like they've built such a great character around it and they know what they're going for and they've stuck with that narrative really well. And I think the branding has been great. They worked with Risk It, they're working with all these other people. So yeah, to me, Retspa out of the top, whether it's Retspa, whether it's Newt, whether it's Poly, all them, Retspa to me is by far the number one now. Like it just is after watching like how he's as a founder, Don has done a great job. As a project, they've handled everything properly. Honestly, like nothing feels improper. The only thing that sucked was like when one guy had 4% and he just nuked it all. But like, who gives a fuck? That's not up to whatever. You can't control that.
It's now my largest meme coin holding on Abstract.
Wow.
So it's flipped Abstar, plus a few others, obviously. But yeah,
in your bag it flipped Abster. Oh, okay. In your wallet it flipped Abster. For a second I was like,
no. It flipped Abster in my wallet. So I have 1 million. I have just over 1 million Retspa. I have 100K Abstar, so about 10% less. But yeah, I agree. I was like, the obvious choice for me was Retspa down at the low. So I was like, I think I just bought. I tied it up like Eli. We haven't spoken since 2 weeks ago, but it was end of tax year in Australia here, like 3 days ago. So I literally sold all my NFTs on Abstract to tax loss harvest, and then
I saw, I was still watching you guys stream because it was like my nightly content to fall asleep to.
Hey, yeah. Little sleeping pill.
So yeah, I mean, and then I was just like, you know what? I should just buy like $1,000 or 1.5K of all the top meme coins. And for some reason, I didn't do it for Newt. There you go. But I have Retspa, Aspa, RWA. I bought Pengu as well. I already have 13 grand of Pengu on my Solana wallet. And then I bought $1,000 of Poly as well. I didn't do it for Newt for some reason. Maybe I need to do that today. But yeah, and I think that's just an easy hold for me now. Like if Abstract is going to succeed, then these top 5 or 6 meme coins are going to do well over time.
So what you buy at that very bottom?
I didn't get to time the bottom because I think this bottom happened I wasn't at the computer at this time. I bought around the 0.5 mark, I'm pretty sure. I mean, I could put my wallet in and show you. Maybe it was a little bit later. I'm not sure. Here, let's have a look.
That's a good buy. No, again, I like Retspa a lot. Honestly, it took a while for me to grow on it because I thought you bought the bottom a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I bought this. I must have bought the strength here before we broke out as well. So yeah, I mean, look at like I stacked the
You've
shit
traded
out of
it quite a bit though. Yeah.
Yeah, and this, I mean, I bought a fair chunk here and made a lot of money on the initial run up, and then I think I bought and sold a little bit here, and then I was like, oh no, we're going lower. So then I sold, then I bought back in at the low, and then bought again. So yeah, no, I've done pretty well. This is probably Abso I've done well, but this one I've definitely traded really well on.
Nice. What about you, Craig? Did you?
Yeah, Craig, what's your exposure? Only Pengu, right?
Yeah. No, I'm just Pingu and Icy.
Craig, do you hold Icy? Let's go. Do you hold any NFTs on Abstract?
Yeah, tons.
Really? Like
oh, not tons. Not completely.
I was gonna say but are they like dust?
Yeah,
dust
like
NFTs or
just like a final Bosu, some skellies, some ships, some heroes, 4 heroes, 4 weapons. What was the other thing? Fugs.
You have a Moody cart, right, or something?
Yeah,
like that?
Moody. Yeah. I've got a Moody cart. I've got fuck. What else? That's about it. Maybe final Bosu. What's the other big collection? Oh, Dramelio. I've still got a Dramelio.
Yeah.
So just like one of each, really. Yeah, that's about it. I think.
Um,
I sold everything except for 1 Giga ROM.
Oh yeah, sorry, and about 6 ROMs.
Yeah, Giga ROMs are, dude. That's like the one thing that I'm mad about that I didn't go heavy in. Because it's the only game I no, shout out to all the games on Abstract, but it's the only game I actually play every single day. And I don't like I get on and I play it. What?
You should just buy some.
No, I have some. I do. I have 4 gold. Yeah. I have 4 golds and 4 silvers. But like, this is a project I would rather have been a whale in, right? Like,
yeah.
Especially because you know I have NFTs that I really don't need to hold because I'm not like I love the teams, but I'm not a massive proponent. I'm not like in those ecosystems, and Gigaverse, it's all I play. So I wish I would have gone heavier in it. But it is what it is. Dude, it doesn't move. It's like a stable coin. Except now this week, it's actually pumping a little bit, I think.
Yeah, right? It's up a little bit, up to 0.11. But I mean, like you've still you got silvers down that do go below floor, and then you've got golds that sell above. So yeah, it's very neutral base, but
it's it's the one game I like. The team just ships like no other team. It's very impressive. Like they just ended the fishing competition today or yesterday. And yeah, they're adding new stuff all the time. I'm excited. Oh, also they added a new system. I don't know if you noticed if you've opened up the game.
Yeah, talk to us about that. I haven't looked into it directly, but
let me see. Can I share? Maybe I could screen share.
Yeah, you can share.
Let me see. So here, let's log in. Yeah, basically they added a system to where, and I really like this. This feels somewhat transparent, but also gives a way for players to be more intentional about gaining XP and it really balances the ecosystem a lot. So basically they introduced a ticket stub system, and I'll show you real quick. So yeah, my guy looks sick as fuck. It's not a big deal. So they introduced this new area, and it's basically like a merchant here. And whatever, yap. You can see at the top too, but basically there's ticket stubs, and you can trade things every day and every week to earn ticket stubs for XP. And so the description says stubs determine your weekly Abstract XP allocation. More stubs for more XP. And your final XP attribution is determined by Abstract. So, but look, you have resources that you earn in the game these are resources that you can sell on chain too, right? But it breaks down like the supply for all these things that there's already sinks and faucets for all this stuff.
Yeah.
But now they have a way for people to actually even go a step further. So, you know, I caught a bunch of sardines in the fishing game, and I can trade them every week to earn ticket stubs. And I just think this is really cool. We haven't seen a project give a transparent, direct way for players and holders to take part of the XP system. We actually have not seen this in any other form with any other game or protocol. Yeah, I think it's awesome. And again, like, dude, they literally have shipped something every single week. It's so insane to me. They have the fishing, they've added crafting. I'm pretty sure they have Cyclops here. Shout out Cyclops. I don't know how you're under 100K or like 100K market cap. Jesus Christ, doesn't make any sense. But It's just a game where I think it's really hard to not bet on them. I regret not going heavier on ROMs. I'm happy I did get some golds and some silvers and shit like that, but I think those are probably the most valuable NFTs on Abstract to me at the moment by far.
That's very. Wait, where's the Giga market gone?
Wait, let me see.
Oh no, it's there. It's there. Sorry,
it's there. Yeah, it's still there.
I just have so many listings. I think on stuff.
Go see if you could trade them first, because realistically, like these listings are going to be pennies. And because let's go back to this. Greenie, how'd you do on XP this week?
52,000.
Wait, that's impressive for having sold your shit.
I'm a good boy. I know what I'm doing.
Okay, Craig, what did you get?
Almost the exact same 52 as well.
Really?
Yeah.
That's surprising to me because you don't really hold much tokens. Like you don't really hold much verified stuff, right?
So,
no, I mean, hold some Pengu, but it's not even on Abstract.
No, he's changed that now. Yeah.
It's on Abstract, yeah. I got about $9 grand of it on Abstract and about $2,000 on a Soul Wallet. So what's that? 11 grand in Pengu. And then I think it was about $7,000 of NFTs. So yeah, probably about, I think it's $7,000. I can't see how it is, but maybe.
I think you have more than me then on the platform now.
So maybe about $18,000 or something.
Okay, got it. That's not bad. Yeah, that's not bad then. Yeah. Have you played like any games at all or done anything?
Yeah. Like I upgrade a hero daily. I do all the daily check-in stuff, all of them. Yeah, no, I do, but it's mainly, I think it's On-Chain Heroes that probably is giving me a decent little boost, and then it's probably On-Chain Heroes and Pengu. Maybe more Pengu now. So I'm going to add some more Pengu so I can sort of hit the 70K mark, I think. Maybe $5 more grand. I reckon $5 more grand and I might hit 70K. We'll see. I'll test it this week. So I'm doing a bit of testing at the moment.
I was surprised I hit 100K XP.
You got $40,000 of Pengu. Of course, you're gonna hit 6 figures of XP.
Yeah, I wish that was the case because then I would have gotten 100K every single week.
No, it's because it pumped, right? It had volume.
No, because the market cap. No, dude, the market cap is like it was still under 1 million.
Yeah, remember, but it doesn't matter, right? It's a combination of the assets that you have as the wealth that you have on the platform.
So here, let me bring it up. So I'm not going to pull it up here, but I can tell you why I know that's not accurate. Because when it was at basically the same price last time, it was like 700K, and this time around XP it was 700K as well, 800K. I received almost zero XP. Like I think I earned 30K. I genuinely think it came down to two things. It came down to me giving 0.6 ETH into Moonsheep Cannon because that was the hottest app.
I did as well, a little bit of that. That's probably
that was the hottest app on the platform. And I actually was texting Dan, the founder of Moonsheep, and they broke the record on Abstract for I think most amount of revenue in the first day on an app. So I think that's where a lot of XP went. And then also like my ticket stubs on Gigaverse, I've sold everything into the ticket stubs. And so I genuinely think that's how, because like, again, I don't really want to talk about it, but my portfolio was being carried. Dude, look at the honorary that they made of my, that tiger one they made of me.
Is this your wallet?
Yeah. Also,
what is happening in here?
Also,
what are these trees?
So that's the project. You know the Black Star. Go up real quick. You know the Black Star badge that was last week. Yeah. So they also had a coinciding NFT collection. Also, I think maybe my XP came from that as well because they had a coinciding NFT collection that I minted. I think like 10 of them or something like that. And then the mint just ended. It's not open for trading yet, so there's no floor at the moment. But I actually think the PFPs are cool. And I don't know if they minted out or not, or if they just ended the mint.
Just to clarify too, you have $10,000+ worth of NFTs. You have 30,000 across liquid tokens. Like that, plus obviously you taking part in the games and stuff is gonna nudge you over 6 figures of XP every week.
But I've been doing that every single week. I've literally been doing that every single week. And if anything, my my wallet was worth way more in the last few weeks.
Yeah, but for example, Craig and I owned a way more on-chain heroes and did way more remixing, etc., for the specific weeks where that was hot, and thus that was rewarded as a higher extra XP contributor.
When is the last time that on-chain hero, not a shop, but like when was the last time on-chain heroes was the hottest thing on the platform?
2, 3, 4 weeks ago.
Yeah.
It was the best. It was the best for XP consistently over those 2 weeks or 3 weeks. Yeah, trust me. Because I did well, and I was doing a shit ton of only on-chain heroes, nothing else. So I don't have time to play all these games. I would love to sit here and play all these games, but I just don't have time.
I like Moody Madness. We got to run another game, couple games of Moody Madness.
That's probably the most fun, but actually, it is the most fun.
It's the most for me. I still have more fun with Gigaverse as a totality because I just think there's a lot of. I enjoy that kind of stuff, right? Like mid-maxing and all that kind of whatever. But I think Moody Madness is the most fun, like like full-on live action game that there is on the platform, right? Like something that you're actually playing with other people as well. And I think Finn put out a stat, or Moody Madness tweeted out a stat that they had like a crazy number of active users this week. I think like all-time high. So I'm excited for them. My only thing with Moody Madness is I really hope they can somehow figure out how to upgrade their engine or something like that so it just looks better. Because right now it just does feel like a very lower end browser game. But it would be cool to see it like upgrade a little bit and maybe that'd be a great game for mobile. That'd be a great game on mobile phone. Like steer with this one and jump with this one and like boot whatever. That'd be something that'd be fun.
I can't. So you can only sell select things on for Gigaverse XP.
Yes, every week. There's a weekly board, and then the daily ones change every day.
Okay. Oh, I didn't see it. Hold on, let me look at that. Oh yeah. I see.
And again, like, dude,
yeah, okay.
I think it's so good because it also like it gets people incentivized to earn XP, right? But it also burns things in the economy as well. Yeah. So I think it's a great system. I think, man, they're so fucking. I don't know if my standards are so low or if they're just really good. Maybe it's a mix of both.
Dude, I think they're pretty good. Good.
So that's that.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Hold on. So what do they do? Do they burn it if you trade it for XP? Like, how does that work?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. The items get burned. That's why it's lowering the supply for the economy. So I mean, obviously, Like obviously, like there is no finite amount of like fish, right? Like it's not an on-chain thing until you earn it. But it still helps the marketplace a lot. Like it keeps things in order. So I think that's really cool.
How do I can't see my black hood. I definitely have a black hood. I just unequipped it.
Well, the issue is I think you probably crafted that black hood, right?
No. Oh yeah, I probably did craft it, but what does that mean? That I can't sell it?
I don't think you could sell it. Yeah. Because then it could be damaged and that like stuff like that. So that takes it off chain.
It still says I have heaps of shards and stuff. Holy, but I can't. Okay. I'll have to look at this.
Yeah, and again, remember, like every day the shards might change which ones you can sell, which ones you can't. So if you can't sell them today, whatever. But yeah, and then fishing has been really fun. I've been enjoying it. Ever since, and you killed it actually. I forgot that like when we did the stream and you were doing it, like you were actually doing better than me by far.
Love that. But yeah, no, I mean let's go back to meme coins because everyone loves their meme coins. But yeah, I don't know. Like Abstract definitely has some good things happening on camera. On camera. I was reading Rizuka's comment about what we said yesterday. Like it's exciting times, I think, and people just need to stay patient, right? Like it's going to take time to build. It's going to take time to execute. A bit of FUD's always good in my opinion. I think FUD is good. But I do, yeah, and we've been saying this all week, Craig, is we have been diversifying a little bit. Let's call it that. So I now have exposure on base. I should probably check what those things are doing.
What do you have exposure on base with?
I bought Kita. I bought Kato. I bought a Yappy Barra. That's up like 0.5 ETH. Nice. Few other things I bought, like we bought some Solana memes and stuff as well. So like I don't ever want to be caught just with my pants down, only having exposure to like one opportunity. And I think that's a big lesson that I've learned over the past 3 cycles is making sure you have exposure or even like your info that you provide on, say, Twitter, it needs to be more broad so you appeal to more people so you can keep growing.
I just think that's so difficult. Like, dude, I tried today to, I guess it depends on the type of trade, but I tried today. Someone sent me a meme coin on Solana. I was like, dude, I haven't like really traded anything on Solana in months now. And I just got fucking like, I'm not going to say that I got touched really bad. I got obliterated. And it's also part of it's because I can't like, it's so hard to focus on so many chains and so many coins on so many chains and so many NFT. Like it's really, really difficult for me. So I don't know, like, how do you battle that? How do you combat that?
Just a busy man. Just a very busy man.
This is why we don't have the banners finished, Eli, and the ethos vouchers.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Selfish.
I really want to bring that up. Like, I would love to. I just have not had a chance to move because, okay, so the wallet.
There's so much to do. I'm like, fuck.
The wallet that I have on Ethos potentially is compromised. So
don't talk to me about Ethos. Look, I'm gonna gnaw y'all out. I staked ETH to vouch for you guys for like 2 weeks now, and I'm waiting to get vouched back.
I'm gonna go and rectify this now.
What is this listing? One bullish vote, one bearish vote. Your balance.
It's just I think it's every few weeks or whatever. It's just you can go bearish or bullish on whatever's there. You have 1 point to spend for each. So I did bullish ETH or a bullish abstract. I did bearish on Monad.
Wait, where do I vote?
Just click the thing.
Like I'll click on
abstract. Yeah.
Hey, I got to review Greenie.
But don't review me. Vouch. Because dude, vouching is the only way we're really gonna get points.
Yeah, I get you.
Because vouching, I think, gave me 25 points. So, like, when someone vouched me,
wait, do you mean
like,
these things up here?
So
these things?
What is this?
No,
like
XP.
Well, no. It's like if you go to no. Your points, like how much, like your actual ethos score. So, like when I vouched you guys, I think I gave you guys like 25 points each, right? But if you just if I had just reviewed you guys probably get like 2 points.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And so that's
alpha callers.
That's the way that people are really able to climb. It's from people getting like vouched, right? And I think vouching is like what the minimum's 0.01 ETH, so that it's just like $22. But to me, it's worth it if we're and it's not like I'm trying to 3-3 a bunch of people, right? But like for instance, I think what's his name? Safs from Gems like vouched me and it gave me like 30 points or something like that. And so I think that's like the valuable way. And again, as we're taking part in all these new SocialFi games that are clearly becoming a layer from Ethos, these scores like are kind of mattering a lot.
Yeah, very fair point. I know. So is there a way that I can change the wallet? Because the wallet I have here, I'm just not sure if it's like, like safe.
If it's compromised,
yeah,
I'm sure. Like if you go in settings, maybe you can probably change the wallet.
But yeah, I mean, no, you're right though. Like so I've been on for 2 weeks now, top 2.5K. Someone added me to Alpha Callers, but because I created a profile, I went off Abstract. So I'm no longer an Abstract Giga Chat. I then clicked an application and wasted 25 minutes filling that shit out.
Wait, I'm confused. You got taken off Giga Chat. Why? Yeah,
I don't know. Because I activated my profile or some shit. I don't know. It's so backwards. Like this is what I hate about this stuff. It just doesn't make sense. Like why? How can I be on a leaderboard, but then I activate my profile, start using it, and then I'm not on the leaderboard? Like, explain that to me.
No, I don't know. I've never heard of that. That's weird.
Yeah. So I've been doing my daily tasks to get some XP as well. So been trying to nudge this along.
The thing is, though, I don't know how much the XP counts towards your actual ethos score because I have like 150,000 XP. I don't think it's affected my actual.
It might be like, are they launching a token or like what?
Like maybe they do something, but I remember him talking about it and it seemed like it was almost pointless.
So you start your own market. I thought it just came after a certain time or something. So should I start a market so people can trade me? Let's go.
I don't know about that.
I don't know. Because remember someone shorted or whatever Abdi last week.
That's right.
5 ETH of Abdi or some shit. Yeah.
Might have to put a short on Eli.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Exactly. Now
that I'm back, I'm starting to
one whole ETH.
look. Hey, I fell off a little bit, but I'm back. I'm back.
I see you on the leaderboards, Eli. I see you slithering around on there still, though.
Yeah,
He's
Have you
always
guys-
around, man.
Have you guys still been doing cookie.fun stuff or not?
I've never even started doing cookie. I need to, but I haven't. I think I did. I think I did one post where I copy pasted you.
Yeah, I know.
But I don't think I've done anything since.
Yeah, I think only the top person on the platform has like 600-700 snaps. So I'm cruising. I'm cruising.
What's that? Let's check the abstract leaderboard. I want to.
I literally have not. I don't think I've tweeted. Oh no, I tweeted one tweet last night about abstract. I've really gone broad now. I'm getting DMs from Chinese calls with 100K followers. It's ridiculous, and they're saying follow me back, Greeny. I'm like, I don't understand Chinese, bro. Why would I follow you back?
Oh god, this is 24 hours. Please say this is 24 hours.
3 months still on there, baby. Let's go.
I got walked on. Who's a bro? Oh, that's Siger. Okay, this is a Xeno guy. He followed me the other day. It's my first time ever interacting with him.
Really?
I'm like, dude, who is he?
Followed him for ages.
I didn't know who he was. I was like, dude, how are you climbing? Okay, Chris just tagged me in some post.
Year to date. Nice. 7 days. Yeah, I just haven't been tweeting about it anymore. And that's also knocked me off the Kato pre-TGE because I haven't been tweeting it as much. What do you think about Zeet though, boys? Do you think Zeet's going to be big?
Yes, I do.
With those cards?
Yeah.
Well,
I think...
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think so. I think the part that I put out a tweet yesterday, and then I had a bunch of people reply to it who have been a bigger part of the Fantasy Top ecosystem, and they really seem like, part of it is like competition, I guess, between them, so they're automatically not going to like it that much. But yeah, some of them are like, oh, this is like really bad. It's basically a knockoff. I'm like, okay, well, one, Fantasy Top was never going to come to Abstract anyways. Like, they made that pretty clear. So if they're not going to come here, why wouldn't we have our own? I don't really understand why you'd be upset with that. It doesn't make a ton of sense. Also, I think there's a massive difference between having gated to KOLs and stuff like that to being open to literally everyone. Now, I think it was Apex who was like, well, that's like bad for the ecosystem because then there's too many cards and there's too much money spread among too many cards, and then people can bot their accounts. But it's like, you think people on Fantasy Top aren't botting their shit anyways? They are. Like I literally know some of the KOLs with Fantasy Top cards who are botting their shit. So it's like, I don't really think that matters. As far as like the amount of cards that are out there, who gives a fuck? Who cares if there's 10,000 people? The best people will rise to the top anyways. And hopefully there's like a system where Kaido and Ethos and Zeet are having a way of filtering between like shit slop engagement, right? Like, I don't know, but we'll see. But I'm bullish on it. I think we need more like SocialFi stuff that is actually driving people to come over here, because I think if ICO Beast has a Zeet card, he's going to probably tweet more about Abstract. Right?
Yeah.
Maybe not. So I think it's a cool way that could possibly have more people onboarded, but we'll see.
Yeah, look, I think it's an exciting possibility. Craig, what do you think?
Yeah, I don't mind it. I don't mind if it's I don't really care if it's a copy of the other one so much, because I'm not on the other one, so I don't mind if it dilutes it. And it gives me a chance to sort of dominate the fresh one versus trying to get into the others. So I don't mind. I think, like Eli said, it's going to get people talking, and I think people talking's good. So no, I'm into it. I don't know how to unfold or what's going to happen or anything. Look, people are talking, but I think it's kind of cool. I just want to see my head on a card, really.
I couldn't get into Fantasy Top, so now I'm happy.
Yeah, same. There's no way I'll get on there.
Wait, so you need to earn some more clout. We spoke about this yesterday on the show.
Yeah, I saw. Because the clout reset, and like I don't really know why I'm so low on the clout points. Like, I'm very, very low. Like, your rank is what, 199? I can tell you right now.
You're in my circle, bro.
Yeah, but like you should. Yeah, but okay. Look, here's why I'm confused. You have 98 clout, right? For this new season, I have 59, right? But my rank is 958. Yours is 200. Like, I don't really.
Craig has a little bit less than you. He's 1.1k rank.
1.1K. Yeah. So like I just don't I don't get it. Like if I've not been a KOL long enough.
No,
like,
no, no. It's based here. Cloud points earned through participation in crypto-related discussion. It reflects quality, relevance, and that word, Craig, virality.
Morality.
Prioritizing thoughtful contributions and fun. So it's a combination of everything. So like, yeah.
Can you scroll down? Let me see your stuff.
I mean, I spoke
Okay,
about
so you're mostly no. I'm trying to look at your graph. No, go back.
Oh yeah.
So you're mostly shit posting, or no, you're mostly meme coins, NFTs, and trading.
News, gaming, up quite high as well.
But like where you're tapped out, right? Like where you're kind of like hitting max amount.
Yeah.
Mine is shit posting, meme coins, trading, and gaming. So I don't know. I don't know if that really has anything to do with that part. I think it's cool. I think it's interesting. Yeah, rank 19, fucking crazy.
Oh my god, look at this.
Why does this graph look like that? It looks so weird.
It looks weird.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I got to work on some shit. We'll see. I'm not really trying to change how I behave to climb, clout. I'm just going to stick to doing what I'm doing.
How is hers not 10?
I mean, it's out. Yeah, it's maxed out.
Like, look at this. Look, today's my birthday. Proudly fuck every post. So funny. Anyways, yeah, no, I don't. There's so many of these things, man. Now it's crazy to like just. Yeah, I mean, most people are shit posting, meme coins, trading, NFTs. Like, no one's really speaking AI, except for obviously if you go down that route. Like, I don't know, maybe if we can get to, yeah, not even him. Where's this? Yeah. See, he's got less clout than me, and he's way bigger. Posts every day about news, AI and news. Yeah, there you go. So interesting.
Yeah. So what? Like, I don't know. I don't get it. Like, I don't. But that's why I can't be asked to try to change the way I'm like behaving and acting, because even if I did, it's like abstract XP, right? It's like even if I really tried changing and chasing, it's like, okay, well then I probably end up net negative anyways, or like in the same position, because I just don't know what. You can try to guess, you can try to post more thoughtful stuff, but
I don't really care. If I get on it, I'm on it. If I'm not, I don't really care. It doesn't bother me one way.
Well, if Fantasy Top was still extremely hot and profitable, then you'd probably care a little bit more, right?
Not really. If anything, I think it's free marketing. No, not really. I really, honestly,
yeah,
Eli, you'll find I don't really care about a lot of shit. Like if I cared, I wouldn't have sold all my abstract NFTs. If I cared, I wouldn't care about trading. Like I've just become less emotional about a lot of things, because too many people get caught up on that, in my opinion. Like,
well, no, but isn't it like, wasn't it extremely profitable? Like, weren't people making like a fuck ton of money if they had cards originally, or no?
No, I don't think so. No, Whale put out that he's earned like 0.2 ETH before the latest one, where he earned a little bit more. So no, it was never extremely profitable.
In totality. Or like, I'm talking about back in the Blast days.
Yeah, I don't think it was that. I don't think it was. So I mean, I can try and find it, but
no, yeah. I thought it was extremely profitable, because I was like, oh fuck. Well, I mean, I would have wanted that then. Shit.
I understand the grind. Like, I understand that for me to get to the level of these other people, Easy, Vo, Whale, they're like a whole. Like, I might have the experience of crypto, right, where I'm 3 cycles in, but I don't have the experience of CT being like a larger account. This is my first cycle, right? So I'm a whole cycle behind all these NFTs. Zeneca is another great example of that, right? So I'm playing catch up to a lot of these people who were around on CT last cycle. I started my account in 2023, like at the end of 2022. So it's like, I'm already like 2, 3, 4 years potentially behind OSF, all those sort of boys, right? So it's like, I know I can see maybe in the future, I might be in the new kind of cool era of whatever it is that we go in. And I know I'll probably be up there. I just need to play patient. And I'm a big advocate of, you can shoot your shot. Like I shot people DMs. I say, hey, man, let's do this, whatever. And eventually you get replies and stuff. But I'm a big advocate of, I can't wait to get DMs from other people saying, hey, Greeny, what about this opportunity? Think about this. And I understand that it's a grind over time. And it goes back so much to the people that always say, oh, influencers getting rich again. We speak about this often. I spent 2 years posting on Twitter before I ever got like my first paycheck, before I ever got my first deal, before I ever started getting a bit of clout on the timeline, all those sorts of things. So I spent every fucking day on Twitter, like hours and hours on every day, crafting good tweets, crafting replies, making sure it's a good brand, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, because I know over the long term, and it's so prevalent, right? If you can create a brand, that nearly will pay for itself in a range of different ways. You just need to stay patient. That's just kind of my thesis right now about that.
Do you, when you say pay off, do you think that also, like, does that include brand deals and stuff like that?
Yeah, sponsorship opportunities, angel investments. I know, like, I don't want to disclose things, but I know people who have massive accounts, right? Because they have more wealth, they have more status, they get opportunities that us three will never even dream of, right? At this point in time, until you get to those sort of levels. So there's so many things. Plus, obviously, a movement. You could probably say that. Like my brand has always been education. Like if I can become a bigger educator, then that's my dream. I can help more people, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So I mean, really interesting. I had a chat with my lawyer yesterday, just purely around ASIC, around
what a cool saw away.
Like it's so interesting. Australia's just so it's so annoying, man. And I know America's kind of similar with like fintech influencers and stuff. So you do need to be careful. You do need to be careful. So that's something I'm now aware of as I start to get 35K. Like as you start to push towards 50K, 100K, you probably do need to be careful on the way that you relay information.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah.
Weren't we on a call last week, Greenie, and we were told that there was a handful of Australian financial influencers have just been sent a letter basically. Yeah. I don't know how it works. I'm guessing you get a letter or something and say we're fucking looking into you.
Yeah, so two ways. It's either a warning or it's no, you need to stop doing what you're doing right now. And the issue is Australians, Craig. It's not worldwide. And so the beautiful thing, and crypto technically isn't yet determined because the world that hasn't determined what it is. Is it a security? Is it not? Is it a financial product is the main things. However, within crypto, things have different higher risks of financial products, right? So again, I learned this all yesterday with my lawyer, and she's like, yeah, look, it's like you could do these certain things and just make sure you're totally in the clear. Like for example, GTG could literally just negate Australians joining altogether, and I'd be totally sweet, right?
Oh yeah.
Or I put in extreme disclaimers. I start saying, hey guys, like blah, 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 blah. And then that way you do protect yourself in the event that something does occur. So it's a case-by-case basis. Like if I think about it, Craig, like I look at some of the biggest people in crypto and I go, if I'm getting hit, I am throwing these idiots underwater by far because they've been mincing it for years and years and years. Like, no, I'm not trying to be an idiot, but it's just like, why are you coming after like a small guy when there's so many other people out there that have done it for so much longer and are way bigger than me, Craig?
I'll sing like a bird man if they take me in. I'll blow this case wide open. I'll say, look, officer, you got to look into Eli, man. This guy's been this guy's been taking the piss for years.
I'm in America.
Yeah,
it's like
I've really started to focus more on the language of being careful that it's not like the wrong sort of way. Now, it's hard, right? Because language is important when you're writing a post, a YouTube thumbnail, a YouTube title, what we discuss on the show, but you can't protect yourself too much. Like I might spend, 5 to 10 grand on lawyer fees and processes, but at least I know I should be protected in the event that something bad does potentially happen.
I think it's a good thing to do, especially with the audience growing, especially with companies wanting to put money behind you. You got to be careful because you've got a bit to lose now. You know, you got your brand, plus you've got brands that want to collab with us. So you've got to protect those brands now as well, because those brands aren't going to want to come on board necessarily if you're just shooting from the hip, man.
Exactly.
To a certain degree. Obviously, I'm pretty loose in certain ways, but I'm careful in others. I'm not going to put out a post saying guaranteed money or like.
That's the key. It's about language and stuff as well, and it is.
I thought Shachi said I thought crime was legal this season.
Yeah, crime season
in America.
Well, apparently you guys just forgive you forgive crimes quite easily.
Yeah. Across the board and anything.
I'm just giving Diddy's lawyer a call and seeing if he can rep me, man, because that guy's a fucking he's a gangster, dude. He gets everyone off everything. So
look, hey, it's
but no, I guess great. It's the lawyer chat. Yeah, it's You got to do it right. So Greeny's going to give everyone educational courses on how to talk.
Financial advice.
He's giving financial advice.
Financial and legal advice by Greeny.
So
Yeah.
it's really interesting, like
Get
language.
into a Greeny.
It's fascinating. Again, a whole different conversation, hey, that you just never even think about, and now you're like, oh shit, I probably should think about that. So yeah, it's just interesting.
It's probably all right when you like got 1,000 followers. You can probably almost say what you want, but once it gets a bit bigger and there's brands involved in money, then then I think that's where they'll come after you, because if you're not making money, you're probably not even worth it to them. Like, because I think ultimately they probably want to fine you.
Well, yeah, that's the main thing.
I think that's really what this is about.
Or you're breaking the law. You are breaking the law that's in an act or whatever. Like that is technically what they could do too. But crypto is such an interesting space because it's obviously not regulated, and they haven't like no one has determined, oh, well, what is it? What asset is crypto? And then like BTC spot, ETH spot, that sort of stuff's fine. It's the derivative side, it's the meme coins, it's the airdrops that. The higher risk of the market is the issue that we face, because obviously in Australia, leverage trading isn't technically like it's not on any of our exchanges, right? So that's the area that like I can do it. It's just I need to maybe be a bit careful with how I pitch it to other people now. So
is it illegal to use a VPN?
I don't know. I don't know if it's illegal. I don't know.
Like because I'm just confused because like if let's say perp trading is illegal in Australia, then you use a VPN to go perp trade through another country. Like, is that not?
It's not illegal though to perp trade. That's
okay.
I can't remember what the barrier or what the where the line is drawn. Let me just chat to ChatGPT.
And after this, I kind of want to talk about like things we're looking forward to.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's shoot. You two go.
Liven it up. It's enough law talk.
Go
back to the making guaranteed fucking money in this market.
Next week on July, or not even next week, July 4th, we're
Independence Day.
It's crazy.
That's when Will Smith saved the world.
Yeah, bro, such an iconic. One of my favorite movies.
I love that movie. The farmer who's like in the plane and goes, let's
legit. One of my favorite all-time movies.
The movie. The president.
Shout out to Will Smith for jumping on KSI's channel as well. Bro knows what he's doing. Bro knows what he's doing.
The fact that Australians care more about 4th of July than the one American is pretty impressive.
No, I don't give a
shit. No, it's just funny because for some reason I didn't even think about that for July 4th. I was thinking about how the Red Bull racing stuff is back on Abstract. Yeah. So it's in England, right?
Oh.
Yeah. So the next Red Bull Abstract F1 tickets event thing is going to be going live on 4th of July. Again, I think it is in England. So that'll be fun. I'm looking forward to just more fun stuff on Abstract. I really liked collecting the artwork on the first drop. Again, it's like free, or you can just try to collect the gold or the silver one. So that's what I'm looking forward to this Friday. Not going to make me money, but like whatever, it might be fun. And then also, who knows, maybe you'll get XP from collecting them as well, just because that's obviously going to be a high volume event for Abstract.
I like that. It's cool to have a follow-up to that event. Obviously, we knew that back in the day. So it's a big brand, one of probably the most well-known brands worldwide, really, when you think about it, up there with Rec Drinks. So like, I mean, how else? It's exciting. I mean, but what comes next, do you think? How does Abstract go from where it is now to?
Yeah, man, I don't know. I think like it's so hard and it's almost exhausting at this point, because it does feel like it's such a bored out, overplayed conversation. But it's at the point now where I don't even know what exactly they do differently, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do they support meme coins more? Okay, sure, but like, is that really going to draw people in? Is that just going to make people sell more on the people that like the coins that they're pushing, right? Like, I don't really know. I do think I am a little kind of curious, because they had previously promised, but they said like, oh, we're going to bring on 2 big brands a month, I think it was, or something like that. We haven't seen that, right? It's just been the Red Bull stuff. I don't think we've seen another big brand come on yet. So I don't. But again, even with that, I don't think that's the kind of stuff that draws in new liquidity either. I'm not really sure what they can do differently. Obviously, I think they need to fix up their communications. I think they need to have. I think the biggest solution for Abstract is they need to hire more staff.
Yeah, fair point. Yeah,
but that doesn't come without them probably raising again.
Yeah, I was about to say they don't have the money to do that.
Like
yeah,
they have the money, sure, I'm sure, but like, does it fit in their? They're trying to make the best out of their budget, and so it's kind of difficult to then say like, hey, you need to hire more people.
Do you think
but they also haven't raised
it. Are they too tight on their budget?
I
mean, like we're speaking.
It would be so hard to really know because I don't know what their budget is. I just know that I do think one of their biggest issues is they are spread very thin on the people that they have. And I when I was in New York, I told them this specifically. I'm like, look, they're like, hey, like, you know, they're being very receptive. Like, what are some things you think Abstract could, you know, work on, whatever. And I said, generally, I just think that it's not enough manpower. Like Finn has a very tough job. He's trying to oversee like a bunch of shit, and then it's really hard for him to also oversee what's happening in the trenches and the meme coin. Like that's not what his job is. You know, Raj and Mason are covering a bunch of shit too. Dyla is doing more of the community stuff. She's not doing like trench trading stuff.
It's like, yeah, at some point we spoke about this earlier, like maybe it was before the show, but delegation, like at what point do you just need to understand that it needs to be delegated, so you need to apply someone to be like on top of that particular aspect, or two, you just let it naturally go. And sure, you run the risk that it could go bad, you run the risk that it could go good, but does that then help with the decentralized nature of
I don't think for them, I really don't think they're worried about delegation because they hire people. They don't mind hiring people. It's clear. I just think, again, it comes down to people don't realize the most expensive part of a business is always staffing, right? It is always staffing, and that's why businesses are using AI to try to cut staffing and stuff, because it is the most costly thing. When people have to do what's it called? Something bill. I forgot what it is. When everyone's paying their bills on Friday and paying their staff and salaries on Friday, that's the hard part. And so I think for them, it's just really tough because maybe they're seeing the big far future of what Abstract is, and they're not really worried about, you know, the small little speed bumps now. And I get that, but I also think, and again, this stuff I told them, I think it comes off as a little bit dismissive to the community that's already here, that's struggling a little bit, where it's like, you know, when you're just like, whatever, it's not a big deal, like whatever. Maybe not in the long term, but I just think, you know, the people that are here, you really want to show that you appreciate them, that you're listening to them. And I think it's very difficult because people also think like, oh, Abstract team doesn't give a fuck. Like they're not in the, like, they don't really understand. It's like, well, it's hard. You know, it's, people weren't there for Solana on the first 5 months of Solana.
But even more to that point, like no one gives a shit about the Solana trenches. It's just part of Solana as a chain, right? Abstract is the one that we have seen in a more, no, we are like putting an emphasis on control, if you want to call it that. And that's what I'm saying. Is that a limitation potentially, that they're trying to maintain too much control? Now, no matter what you do in crypto, like I've been around a long time, no matter what you do in crypto, there's going to be bad actors, there's going to be scams, there's going to be shit that happens, right? So do they need to maybe just suck that up and let go of some of the control so that their time, their manpower can be allocated to maybe more important things long term? I don't know.
But like, okay, here's my thing though, is let's say they don't do anything, right? And they just let everything go as it is. I've seen people already complain like, hey, like Abstract is failing because they're not putting attention into the trenches. They're not supporting the coins. They're not it's because AVAX does it, right? AVAX literally the foundation has put money into their meme coins. And people get really jealous of that. But like a lot of those coins ended up nuking in the end, no matter what.
Anyway, exactly. Like people are dumb. That's what I mean. Like Solana doesn't do it. AVAX does do it. The end result is they all go to zero.
I think Solana has definitely done it. But
I'm sure in Meteor,
but also right, and also like, you know, totally like they've pushed meme coins a lot. They've talked about specific meme coins, and it has pumped them quite significantly. But like, again, these are ecosystems that are now what, 3 or 4 years old, right? I remember when Yeah, exactly. And so to me, it's a little different. Again, I think abstract really just needs to hire more people. I just think that's at the end of the day. And I will say, I was confronted with a question by Logan. He was like, okay, well, let's say we hired you right now. What's the first thing you would do if you were in charge of abstract? And the first thing I said was like, I would fire. And then I named a protocol that I don't like. And then he laughed. But I was thinking about it, and I really couldn't think of like the tangible steps I would do necessarily. And so I think like that's something I would like to think about. Not that I'm looking to get hired by abstract at all.
I am.
But are you really? If you're hired by abstract, you can't trade tokens anymore.
Why?
Abstract should
you can't.
Well, Penguin's a Solana token, so you're good, Craig. It's fun.
I'm good.
Well, you got some of it.
Loyal, man.
You've got some of it on abstract, though, huh?
A little bit of ICA, a little bit of IC.
Well, it's because
Craig. What do you?
Go ahead,
Craig. What do you think
about what?
about abstract? Do you think what do you think needs to happen?
About that range
about Eli and I's conversation over the last 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Craig just puts his head down and just.
I think it's all gravy, man. I'm happy. I think the cadence is good. I think it's teething problems. And
stop it! Come on!
I just want XP and get my money and leave, man. Just let me be.
Don't say that.
Oh, we won't. Yeah, no, I'm happy. I'm actually. I don't know what I don't know what people are getting upset about. I think abstract's doing great.
Well, the abstract has had a shit ton of drama in the last 3 weeks.
Can I say? I think
I haven't really come across too much of it.
No, neither. Craig, but that's Craig. Me and you, we don't put ourselves in the drama seat.
I literally watched you guys talk. What do you mean? No, stop it, you guys. I'm not gonna let you guys gaslight me. No. You're not doing. No.
I think as a chain, it's probably doing quite well considering what it's got to do with centralization and everything like that. Like crypto people don't like it, then they do like it. Humans complain about everything. They whinge about everything. So, I mean, people don't put good feedback up very often, do they? But they put bad feedback up all the time.
Yeah. People celebrate. People talk about the fuck ups more than they ever celebrate.
So unfortunately, the loudest people in the room are the whingers or the people with bad feedback. Whereas people that are just happy like me, I just truck along.
I agree.
So I don't know. I don't really care. I think the abstract team's probably navigating it fairly well because it must be a nightmare between pro-choice or decentralization and centralization.
Okay, but here's my thing that like I'm kind of like this conversation is kind of what like blows my mind is that it's not like the chain is centralized. It's just the portal. It's just the app store that's centralized. But who gives a fuck? Like every app store in existence is basically centralized. iOS, Steam, Epic, like all the biggest app stores in the world, they're usually centralized to a degree, right? And so it's like the chain, though, dude. I put out a tweet I think it was when I was in New York, and I'm like, I was basically saying that, and then Finn was like, if somebody wants to make a competing portal on abstract, go for it. So like someone could make a completely decentralized portal on abstract and then stop bitching. It's
with
there.
Whatever games or cool.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm getting fucking annoyed by everyone saying, oh, it's the centralized chain. It's like, no, dude, it's just the portal that's centralized. That's fine. That's from abstract themselves. That's okay. It's curated.
It is. It's also a safe place for a consumer to go and fuck around and not get drained. I think it's great. I think safe place is important. And then you can go to the Wild West if you want to. Kind of like, you could buy songs back in the day digitally, or you could go on fucking SoulSeek and all those sites and download illegal songs, and then you could get a Trojan or fucking virus. It's just like it's the risk you take. You pay and you're safe, or you don't pay and you may not be. And some people value freedom, some don't. Some people like being in a gated community, you know what I mean, and being safe. Actually, most humans do. Like I had a normie friend message me the other day about crypto. And I guess what he really wanted to get out of the conversation was to ask me for some advice. So
what do I buy?
It came in a thinly veiled, hey, how you going? And then we went into his problems, which is great. So he was asking if he could get his money back on a scam from crypto. And I said, not unless you can physically force the scammer to give it back. And he said, oh, so no, I guess. And I said, no, I guess that is a no, unless you can fucking like do that.
Yeah.
So, that's an example of a normie that those people like that want to work, I think, in a safe space where you can't get fucked. And then people like me, I like to go between the two. I like to play dirty and then go to the safe. I like to go and do some fishing safely.
Yeah.
But long story short, I think Abstract's going well, and I cannot wait for my stimmy at the end of the year, Eli. And Giga
I'm keeping my expectations low for the TGE. I really am. I'm not trying to be bearish.
I'm in the camp of I now agree that I think it's going to be lower than what we first thought.
Well, it's not even. No. Okay,
who's going to pay for these lights?
Who's going to pay for the new kitchen?
The credit card's maxed.
I'm just.
Have you seen the stable?
I have.
I need 6 figures. Logan.
My expectations
drowning
for any TGE is always low from now on.
Yeah,
it is, and it's not because I'm bearish on what we're going to get with Abstract. Like I could get maybe 6 figures from my TGE, right? Like that'd be great. But I have now gone into this mode of I will always expect lowest expectation for an airdrop and for a TGE every single time.
And as a platinum member, what do you think that puts you in? Because that would put you in the top what? No. Well, like I'll get there too. Like sick, bro. GG's, you're a few weeks ahead of me. Congrats.
What do you mean? Let me.
I'm kidding.
Greedy won't let me celebrate. That's crazy.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, but genuinely, like if you're in platinum, you're probably, I'm gonna say even top 0.5, top 0.1% of the whole chain. I genuinely think that all the way to December. What do you think that number is? Let's speculate. Everyone loves.
Let's say maybe it's $5 billion market cap at launch.
Yes.
Do you reckon they give it to everyone straight away, or there's choices like you keep it on the platform, you APY? I don't know.
It would it would be sad to see Abstract discourse become more of a toxic positivity echo chamber. When you look at the actual sentiment expressed by casual users in other projects, you see a lot of actionable critical feedback. Okay, I'll get back to the comment in a second. So, okay, if let's say $5 billion market cap, my issue is like I just don't know how you go about a TGE like without like what is the lesson that we've learned from other TGEs? Like how do you survive TGE? Because when's the last massive TGE that's actually been sustainable, right? Like I don't know. That's another reason why I'm kind of like bearish on TGE or have a low expectation because like everybody just nukes their shit. Like it's a race to zero. So even if I show me. Look at this. The Yapio one. Yeah.
Yeah, bro, that's far.
Dude, this is exactly why I didn't do it. I saw like Whale and stuff tweet about it. I was like, I don't think it's worth it at all. And bang,
it's getting dirty. Yeah, I think InfoFi is like at that stage now.
Dude, it's the graph. Yeah, it's the
main one is the main one, and all these little fuckers are getting worse and worse. I think now people that are going for these might be potentially mudding their brand a bit, but then maybe I don't know.
I kind of agree to an extent. Yeah, I do agree with that.
Like, I think it depends on how big you are. If you only have to put out one tweet to be at the very top,
agree.
No one gives a fuck. Yeah. if you're ICO beast and you just say,
true.
Yo,
fuck this platform, and then you get a stimmy. The rich get richer, huh? The rich get richer.
How much was the stimmy for people? Do we know? I didn't follow it.
No, apparently some guy some guy apparently somehow nuked $38,000 off rip before it even went live. Really? Yeah, I'm not.
This is decentralization at its finest. So this is good.
Exactly. I just don't. Yeah, I don't know how you.
Crypto Leon, was it him?
No.
Greeny goes straight to his profile.
I don't know how you survive. Like, how does? Okay, let's say Abstract launches at $5 billion market cap. Let's say I get $100,000 worth on my TGE, right? How do you make it survived. Like I don't know anything about how these systems can work, how the tokenomics can work, and like how you're like vesting maybe, but then like is it just a slow bleed to zero?
It's the same as Kato because they can token gate. Or they can. Okay. They can gatekeep companies that want to launch on the Abstract platform. Perhaps in the future, might have to reward users like Kato as well. How they do that. So obviously, to launch on their platform, you've got to give a certain percentage to the community. So Abstract could do that and just force companies' hands who want to come there. So
yeah,
that's maybe what I do. I think they could do it similar to Kato. Maybe.
I think I'm just like, I don't know. That's where I get worried because, like, you know, Pengu absolutely got fucking touched in the worst ways, right?
You're right.
Like,
yeah.
So I know they also rushed Pengu, like they did, and I think he even mentioned that, like that it was a rush thing. But I don't. Again, maybe someone in chat knows. I don't really know how you avoid the pitfalls of TGE. Like, if you go ahead.
My comment on Pengu is that they were rushing because they were the first to market in that IP token launch, right? That's the first thing. So they front run doodles, anime, everything, right? The second thing is maintaining hype is so important. We saw it literally with I interviewed the founder, Jirison. And so maintaining hype and not having, we're giving away a token soon. Like, it just literally defeats all. So I agree. Maybe they did reflect and say they rushed it. Honestly, I don't think they rushed it. Like, I think it was actually probably very well timed when you consider what happened after the fact in a range of different ways. Like, Magic Eden token. We could talk about all of those sort of things as well. Like,
but that's my point. All them, like all these TGEs, all these airdrops, like, yeah. So I'm saying, how does Abstract stop? Like, is it like a massive vesting, like to where you can't really?
They need to declare that probably sooner rather than later, if that is the process. Yeah, I agree.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
Kani in your chat said, what about he reckons Giga Chads are going to be rewarded separately to the XP that they're. I didn't even think about that. I don't know. I don't think they would. I would think they would reward big pudgies more than they would reward a roll. I don't know.
I don't even know, but he did say pudgy penguins are going to be handsomely rewarded. Yeah, but like I don't know, because again, I think I'll be honest, and I have a big pudgy. I would rather pudgy penguins not be rewarded as much, like as compared to like the most hardcore participants in Abstract, because the whole point is that Abstract is not the pudgy penguin chain. They have made that clear a million times. They want that to be separated. And if you go and choose to reward pudgy penguins more than the most,
no, I don't think they were rewarded more, but yeah. But you got to remember, again, it comes down to the numbers, right? So there will be millions of people who have Abstract XP. There is only what, 5,000, 6,000 holders of Big Pudgy, right? So they might theoretically, if you own a Big Pudgy, you might theoretically get more cash compared to someone who has XP because limited supply.
But you can go limited, but can't you go limited supply if we're talking about platinum members?
Well, yeah, no, correct, right? Yeah, correct. And it would be, this is what I mean, like it's a complex numbers system, right? It would be tiered, right? Because then it's also, if you're a diamond, you get a shit ton, right? If you're a platinum, you also do very well. If you're a gold, okay, you're probably doing maybe gold's average. I don't know, maybe silver's average.
Gold is usually average, like even in video games. Gold rank is usually like where majority of people sit.
So maybe gold is the average ballpark, and then silver and bronze you get pennies, right? So that would be split into a X amount of token supply. Then you would have pudgies that would get it. Pengu, I don't think would be associated personally, but you never know. Pudgies will get a certain allocation. Little pudgies get a less allocation, and again, little pudgies, they will have a small allocation, and they'll have small allocations split across 22,000 assets, right? Rods might act as a multiplier. Who knows? They've always been rumored like that as well. So are they going to? I swing traded the little pudgies and the rods last time. I personally and not going to buy a rod. I did think about it, but I was like, like, why? Like, why would it be?
I think there's other assets you can buy. Even now, that would probably be a better trade.
Yeah.
And because
so
again, like, is the TGE, are you, because realistically, here's the game. And I said this on Marcello's stream the other day, or yesterday, but like, you have to really balance out what's more valuable to you. XP for a TGE that's going to be hyper saturated, or money now on a good trade, right? Like, would I rather make 10 figures on a trade in the next month or two, or would I try to like hold money in something and pray to God that the XP that a million people are farming gets me even the equivalent of that?
It's about risk and structure and tolerance and how much you want to sit on your bags and everything. I agree. And like we pondered this question over the past week. If you've been watching our show, like we've discussed, like, is it time to, like, I own one little pudgy, one big pudgy. I know Craig is in the same boat. And are you in the same boat as well or not?
I just hold one pudgy. I don't hold any littles.
Yeah. So then I'm like, well, should I buy more littles or buy one big pudgy extra if they're going to be rewarded? And then you can swing trade that into volume, and then you can still hold a big pudgy. Or should I put $20,000 onto Abstract? Or should I put $10,000 into a leverage exchange, $10,000 into Solana memes, $10,000 onto Abstract?
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also, like, I think something that I had seen talked about before is like XP isn't going to end at TGE, right? They've mentioned that. So
yeah,
who knows how the whole system is going to work. I'm praying to God that they're very intentional about everything, and they're really figured out a plan. Shachi, the negative person as ever, is like, this sounds already depressing. Like, it's I think we're just trying to be honest about having this conversation, right? Like, we're keeping
it frank. We're keeping it frank. Like,
yeah. And again, like, to these guys, I'm the abstract fucking
the face
maniac.
of
No, but I'm not diversified like they are. So obviously, like, I'd like to be hyper bullish and like to make, like, an echo chamber of yippee woohoo. But also, like, my opinion doesn't affect our bags. Like, if I say Dark Pengu to 1 bill, it's not moving. If I say abstract is going to fail, it's not affecting anything. So, like, I can sit here and be honest. I'm not big enough or like whatever to affect anything. So I think it's fine to have these type of conversations. And we're just being critical. Like, I'm not bearish on abstract at all. I'm not depressed about abstract at all. I would rather sit here and kind of contemplate and be critical and be positively critical than just complain and bitch and say, oh, abstract fucking sucks. I'm out. I'm going to Monero. Right. Like, at least we're sitting here trying to have a conversation.
That's a sore spot. We spoke about the scam earlier. Shout out to my scam.
Did they use Monero?
No, yeah, hold on, I'll get to that. So shout out to a guy from New York. Can't remember his. I'm not going to disclose his name, but he did some on-chain analysis as well as the police did, and they've tracked it to like a Germany exchange that was shut down just after my scam. They sent it through like this crazy platform that also distributes, like, it swapped it from BTC to ETH, and then if they swapped it from ETH to Monero, then it's gone, right? Because it's a privacy token, right? So if they swapped it to, like, and these guys were incredibly smart. They're doing small transactions, so it's not big noticeable. It's like under 10K, right? Move, and then if they're probably smart, they've probably sent it to Monero, so then it's gone, right? And then that's how they get the cash out. It's nuts, bro. Like, talking to these guys about what happened to me is like, holy shit, these guys are so crafty in what they did to me. I was like, okay, GG's. Like, I'm like, whatever, like, it'd be sick to get some of that money back, but
how did it happen? Have you talked about it? Like, was it like social engineering? Was it like a link?
I tweeted about it. So social engineering and just like kind of like a fake investment sort of route that they took me. Yeah, is pretty much. And like, again, people are like, oh, Greeny, can this happen to me? I'm like, no, you have to be in this certain position for it to probably happen.
Yeah. I mean, it can happen to you in a different way.
Correct. Yeah, correct. But not the way that I got done. And then it was over a week, so it wasn't like an hour.
It was a long con. Jesus.
Exactly. So like,
wow.
upon reflection, there were red flags that I probably should have picked up. But again, I was at like, I was in a bit of a weird spot. I was like, oh, what's the market doing? We've corrected. I was sitting in stables. I was looking for more opportunities rather than just being patient. Like I was tired. I was working. I was like, oh, well, is this an easy way to make some more money? Like, yeah. And so I had spare liquidity when I should have just bloody sold it, put it in the bank, tried to buy a house instead, something like that. So I learned personal lessons of this that happened. So it is what it is. But yeah, that's touching on Monero. Like potentially it is nuts what they did. It is absolutely nuts what they did. Like the mixes and shit involved. Nuts, man. Nuts.
People want decentralization, bro. That's what comes with it, unfortunately.
Hey, have you guys, that new Pudgy game comes out in a week or so, yeah? They're like Battle Royale game.
Wait, what?
Pudgy World? Not Pudgy World.
Yeah, or whatever. It's like Mario Party. Looks fucking sick.
Who's building that on? Is that on Abstract?
Yeah. I think I remember. Cool. Yeah, I think I remember seeing it. It's the one that's been like
around a while.
Yeah. Let me see. It's called. I can tell you right now. It's Pudgy World. Yeah. No? Or it's.
Yeah. It is, isn't it?
But it's not like it's not the official Pudgy Penguin. But I've seen a Pudgy game being built for a while. That I saw people like beta testing for a long time. Squirrel said it's basically Fall Guys meets Mario Party mini games. What's the name of it?
I want to shoot a game, man.
No, you don't. You do not want to shoot a game in Web3, bro. You will get the worst game ever.
I love COD.
No. What I'm saying is you don't want it in Web3 because like a game for a Web3 game to come out now, it's gonna suck ass. Like it'll come in maybe like 3 years, but if you want if you want a Web3 shooter game, go play CS:GO. Those are NFTs. Those are stored on. Yeah, they're stored on Polkadot. I think like a offshoot of Polkadot blockchain. I'm 90% sure. Oh, Pudgy Party. Yeah.
I sent you a link, Greeny, if you want to bring it up. It's got a video.
Now. There we go. Yeah.
Look at this, man.
Oh, it's a mobile game.
Is it mobile?
You probably play on computer too. I'm sure, right? I think you could probably play this on computer. Personalize your Pudgy Penguin.
Waddle. Yeah, so it's like Fall Guys, really, isn't it?
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I like this shit. Built by Mythical Games.
It'll be good. Right? It'll be crack up. 16 players. This will be funny as fuck.
Oh, yeah, it's the team behind NFL Rivals, which was a big mobile game. It was like it was a Web3 mobile game for the NFL, which was a massive deal. Last cycle, I don't like calling it last cycle. It wasn't really last cycle.
Mid-cycle.
Yeah, exactly. But that's really cool.
I think it looks cool. I think it looks fun. It's bright. It's vibrant, and that looks. I mean, it reminds me of Mario Party and stuff. So I dig that shit. I think that'll be fun. It'd be fun to play on stream.
Yeah. If it's only mobile though,
that's a bummer.
That kind of sucks for a streamer.
No, bro. Not with my new setup. I got the big tall thing, extension over top. I'll have the camera up above me here. I'll have my phone down here. I'll be playing.
Nobody wants to watch your screen reflecting like.
I'll have the face cam over on the side here. I'll be like, yo.
I mean, I think you can stream from
share probably.
You could, you could stream from your phone. I'd be surprised if they didn't have like a port on Abstract. It's coming to Abstract or no? No.
I don't know.
I don't think so. Wait. Is it coming to Abstract or is it coming to the App Store? Maybe it's officially going to the App Store. I don't think it's coming out in Abstract.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Oh, yeah. App Store, true.
Yeah. Damn, that's such a miss. Fuck.
Damn.
I mean, they're gonna hit more people in the App Store possibly, but fuck, that's a bummer. That would have been cool to have on Abstract. That would have been
I agree. Good for normies though, but not for my bags.
Well, can I ask you, like, the normie thing is whatever. I don't really. The whole, like, if you have a really fucking fun game on Abstract, and the whole point of Abstract is not to make it feel like it's crypto related, like that's the goal of Abstract, right? The word abstract is to literally like make it like not noticeable, right? You're not seeing crypto. That's why people don't even understand like what abstract chain is, right? It's the whole point of that. So like I'm kind of sad. I want to play Moody Madness so bad right now.
Yeah, we can do that. Some people are so dumb too. Like, did people on chain securities provided you actual shareholder rights? No. Like people. Oh, bro. Yeah. Did you see this? Like posted this morning. These OpenAI tokens are not OpenAI equity. We did with Robinhood. Yeah.
But I
People are
think that's
silly.
fair. I get it. No, okay, I get it. But like, I think it's fair for them to say this because most people assume that this was an official stock trading,
Fair play. Fair play.
right?
Oh, dude, we can't. It's offline for maintenance.
Oh,
Moody is?
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
No. I played Vibes TCG the other day and I got my ass beat by AI 5 games in a row. That game is hard, bro.
I haven't had time to look at these games. It'd be sick to do, but I just don't have time.
Dude,
I don't have time. All right. Is there anything else we want to talk about then today?
Damn. I really wanted to play Moody. Fuck.
Craig's lights.
Craig's lights look good. I'll pay him to turn his desk around so we can see his room as his background next time. How's your hand?
yeah, I don't need surgery, so I've just got a splint. I actually don't have it on now, just to give my that little gap in my hand there fucking breaks. I've got a compression bandage, but it fucking just kills after it. Anyway, no surgery. Nice. 5 more weeks of a splint. Happy days, bro. No, I'm fucking stoked. Nice. Actually, I just saw a funny photo. I shouldn't laugh, but it's a bunch of people on a roller coaster. I'm not saying this. And there's people screaming, putting their hands in the air, and one of the guys doing that's an amputee, and he's missing both arms.
Yeah, I've seen that. I have seen that.
I'm not laughing because he has no.
Sure.
I'm going to leave it there.
Well,
so I found that interesting. That picture.
Yeah.
What I find interesting is why does he still put his hands in the air?
Maybe he has phantom limb syndrome.
That's I know. Good. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Good call.
Also, if he has nubs, it's the same motion.
He has nubs. Yeah, he does have nubs. Hey, let me just tell you a story for a second. Speaking about nubs. So I used to work in a gym, right? So I've got this girl coming in. She's going to come and check out the gym, yada, yada. She walks in, pretty girl. I go to shake her hand and she puts her nub out and I shake her nub. Because I was like, fuck that. You put your nub out, I'll shake it. So I've seen her, normal looking chick, 20, 25. I go like that. I look down, there's a nub and I shake it and she starts laughing and goes, that was good. And I said, yeah, that was fucking wild. But I said, you put your nub out. I didn't say nub. I said, you put that out. I've got to. It was.
You put wild. That out. Yeah,
it was wild. And I'll tell you another funny story. Not that I once I took around a deaf person around the gym once. And I fucking said to them, "Oh, the good news is in all the machines you can plug your headphones in and listen to the music."
Bro, that's so bad. Man.
That's
like the worst.
Oh, I died,
That's
bro.
like the worst version of like a waiter saying, "Enjoy your meal." You're like, "You too." That's like the
worst. It was like when I said that about the music, I said, "I'm so sorry," but it was a girl's right. She started laughing, goes, "Don't worry, I fucking get it all the time." She could hear me. She obviously didn't say it quite like that. It was a bit different, but I won't do the voice. But
all right, last topic today. Let's talk about actual bags, actual trading and stuff. I'm about to full port into leverage trading. Never done it before, but it seems like easy mode. We'll document my journey.
Don't do that, Eli.
Just started trading with leverage for the first time. What's the number one tip you'd give me, bro?
When did he post that? Did I post that before him?
No, you posted. Oh yeah, you did.
Yeah, well then, come on, fuck. He got that much views? Nah, bro, fuck the game.
Yeah,
nah,
the rich get richer, bro. Baby. Oh, no, I didn't get the top comment because he didn't comment on my damn dog. What a dog, bro.
The rich get richer.
Yeah, they do, man. Clemente, his dancing on streams on those things so funny.
Yeah, those videos are great.
They're golden. He's at a good spot.
Obviously, I'm trolling though, and I think Clemente's trolling.
Why doesn't he say thanks to me, the dog?
Just got 5 comments. He never respond. Open up the comments.
No, he never responded.
Sounds gay.
Well, it's top comment for you. Maybe for him, it doesn't show up as the top one.
Yeah.
Dirty dog.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't. Craig's story had me fucking crying. Obviously, I'm trolling. Obviously, I'm
more, but I'll save it for another day.
Yeah, save it for next time. Obviously, I'm like trolling about that though. Like, I'm not actually doing that.
It's all true stories. I did shake the nub, guys. So I'm not.
I believe it. Yeah, I don't know.
What sort of attachments could you get for that? It'd be pretty wild. Like you could get can openers and swords and you know, like for dress up parties,
or just a hand, or you just get a fake hand.
Why didn't she tell me?
All right, so how do I make the most amount of money I can right now? Do I short Bitcoin with like a 10x with $1,000?
GTG is short. I'm not. I decided not to take the short, but GTG is short.
What does that mean? GTG is short, but I'm not.
Like, another caller said that they are looking to short the market. Or short BTCs. I'm extremely long at the moment. Actually, I've got quite a few longs open. So,
so as someone who's unbiased, Jesus Christ, almost broke my camera. As someone who's unbiased, how do you play that? Like, do I buy?
Yeah. They could hedge your short from this level, right? Like this is the 110 level. You could have hedged your positions with a short here and had your stop loss above here, because if it continues higher, then sick, all your longs are going to print. But if it does come back, then your longs are going to go down and your short's going to print, right? So that's how you kind of hedge over time as well. But I haven't decided. I don't know. I'm undecided what happens next personally. Like
this is bullish. No, doesn't this look really good?
No, well, no, not if we can close like daily 4 hours, 5 like hourly candles above this 110 level. That's where I get really bullish. The fact we haven't done that yet still shows me that this is huge resistance. Like if we zoom out and look at the weekly, we have never closed a weekly candle above that level. So I'm optimistically cautious. I thought of that before the show today. I'm optimistically cautious. Yeah.
Yeah, great word, actually.
I'm trying to think about how I
do with virality.
Right now, I'm like. Right now, I'm like
ventriloquist. Yeah, something like that.
I'm not even going to attempt that. I'm not going to even attempt that.
Man, got to warm your mouth up for that.
75% stabled.
Are you following old mate Ash Robin, mate?
Ash Robin.
I don't follow him.
Ash Robin's been so vocal about being 75% in stables right now.
I don't follow him because he never followed me back. He was always too cool to follow me back. So I was like,
really?
Recently. I was like, oh, thanks, bro. Appreciate it. Very appreciate it.
Nah, I don't know why. Maybe he has beef with me. I have no clue. But no, I just obviously like I capitulated a lot and I'm stabled mostly, and I didn't feel like chasing. And I feel like the only way to get a real position,
good man.
Yeah, but then it just kept pumping. I'm like, maybe I should chase. So like now I'm like questioning. Okay, well, like I don't really want to commit.
But now you want a little taste, eh? Now that it's going up.
All right, let's move on from this chart. But like, I don't know if I really want to commit like spot up here, right?
No,
like, so then maybe just open up a small short.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. I'm not trying to be like impatient, right? I'm not trying to be like, oh, I need to do something, but I also feel like
you don't need to do something like that.
You could wait till the answer comes.
Yeah, but like I also feel like I don't want to say bored, but I feel like I'm missing like an opportunity, because like why wouldn't you short here? Like if you're gonna short, you're not gonna do it at the bottom, right? So like if you're gonna shoot a short at any point, I'm not saying like a massive like high leverage short or anything like that, but like if you're gonna short, it's probably like at the top of a candle into resistance, right? Like
that's there, I reckon.
Yeah,
like right now.
This is not a bad area to short, but we could push higher. Like if we flip this level, as I said, bullish. I mean, there's so much that goes into it, right? We are overextended on the daily. We are above the pivot though. 3-day also we're well above it. So like there's momentum to take us higher, in my opinion. So that's why I didn't decide to short.
There's also a lot of shorts forming, I believe. So I think there's an overbalance of shorts. I wouldn't be, bro, if I was market makers, I'd fuck everyone here, bro.
Exactly. So to build on that from a leverage trading strategy, right? Shorting just the first touch of this usually doesn't work out, because you might like, say for example, like you might short even like this one here, right? No, this is probably a good example. Like we went up, we had resistance, ignore this red line because that's not relevant there. But you have a deviation over the previous all-time high where we've had two deviations, right? So what you can do is wait for a close back within this range and then short back to the mid-range or short back to the low, right? Is how you would do it, where you have confirmation that this is 1, 2, 3 lower highs or 3 equal tops. So that's a triple top technically if you're looking here on the 4 hour. And then your rejection off this key level, which is deviation above, and we go back towards the mid-range or the bottom of the range. Now, you could, like, I mean, this is now technically today, like this in the next, when does this close? 3 hours. Like if this does close here, you could maybe try and short here with the high there or your stop loss above there. But like, even then, like as I just showed you, there is room for higher. So we could push up. You could take out those lows, as Craig said. So liquidity could be pushed higher. We could take out all these people's stop losses, and then we go down, right? Like that traditionally always happens in leverage markets. Eli.
Yes,
like a classroom.
Mr. Greeny. Mr. Greeny. Isn't it like the more times you tap a resistance, it becomes weaker, right? Or is it stronger?
It's just a range. Like, yeah, that's a fair question. So essentially, like, it does. Like, the more times you test support or resistance, more likely that door is going to break. So in other words, yes, it's more likely that if price keeps nudging against that level, whether it's to the upside or the downside, then more likely it's going to continue in that direction. Okay. Now, obviously, certain things can occur, right? We could have a mass bullish event, a mass bearish event, which negates that. But traditionally, yeah, that's very true. Like, if we have a look, but in the same context, right? Like, we have.
Is that what we're doing right now?
Well, technically, maybe. Like, that's what I mean. Like, we are starting to set lower lows, lower highs. So I'm watching that as a very similar fractal to what we did last year. But like, if you have a look here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We broke out on the 6th attempt. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? So this is just a trending market. So this shows you that the top of our range is there, at the bottom of the range is there. And if you were swing long, swing short, you printed throughout this whole period of time. And a lot of people, like, the best time to trade, I know Trader Main talks about this all the time, but like, the best time to trade is during an impulsive move to the upside or an impulsive move to the downside, right? Like this, okay? Because the trend is your friend and it makes it so much easier to have a bias. When you're range trading, okay, this is a great example of Trader XO, who is he's up there with Main as the biggest sort of crypto traders out there.
Trader XO, okay.
Yeah, Trader XO, and so he's very much more of a range bound trader. No, not necessarily like this, but more in the sense of like he'll zoom all the way out, right, and look at like this is our range, right? The whole yellow range here, where you have your high, you have your low. This is the mid range, and he would probably nearly be short from here potentially, depending what happens on low time frames, right? With the stop loss above here and targeting maybe back down here. The white is a range as well that you can trade like this. So the beautiful thing about trading and what a lot of people don't understand is that there's so many ways to go about it. Like you can follow the way I trade, you can follow the way that XO trades, the way that Trader Main trades, the way that Easy trades, whatever it is. Like you can trade like Craig, where you just buy spot and then you take profit at all-time highs, and stuff like that. Like there's so many ways to trade, but if you're trading leverage, you do need to probably dive a little bit deeper. Like there are skills and lessons to learn. Like we might have a short squeeze here all the way. Like we could short squeeze it here and then dump all the way back down and do something like this. So like, because people are probably stacking up shorts. I haven't looked at order books, but like people are probably stacking up shorts here, right? Currently.
There's an indicator. This fucking sucks. There's an indicator, or like there's a chart that I saw. Maybe you guys, it's like it's like a heat map almost, where
Liquidity.
It's above, yeah, and below. And so like is that? And it seems like that's something that's really good to use. Maybe I'm not.
You can have volume profiles as well. I personally don't really use them, but like you can have volume profiles, right? Which will show you where the most amount of time has been spent trading, right? And so if in theory, this would be a big magnet. Oh, it's changed because I zoomed in a bit. But like in theory, this is a big magnet because we have an order block all the way down here for a period of time. Okay, now it's going to be changing because I zoom in and out. But you get what I mean. So that's the first thing you can have. Wait, how do I get rid of that shit now? Hold on.
That's interesting though.
Okay. So that's the first thing. But no, then you can track actual order books, sorry.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. It was like a heat map above the chart and a heat map below the chart.
Yeah. Let me find it for you.
There's just so many fucking like indicators. Wait, so Craig, you don't trade leverage at all?
Not yet.
No. I was a couple of years ago, but I haven't this bull run.
It's not your style.
I'm just not confident in it with my skills, so I'd rather go back to studying before I start. Like, because what I did a couple of years ago, I learned a little bit, and then I'd go and test myself, and you kind of can teach yourself bad habits.
Yeah.
So that's what I think Eli wanted there, Greeny.
Yeah.
This? Let me see.
So this is hold on. There we go.
Because I think Rectober posts a decent amount, or like some people do, and I was like,
these can be quite. I always like this. I don't know how useful. Greeny's probably better with how useful it is, but
Well, like it just shows you where liquidity is stacked, whether it's well, usually it's stop losses, right? Like you can see, like down here, they've changed this website since I last used it, so I might need to go find the old one that I used to use. But like it's just, this is shit. Like the way they used to have it was so much better. But like you can track at least where liquidity is, particularly on like usually like lower time frames. It's probably good if you're looking to short and stuff, because as you zoom in, you can be like, okay, well, you can have a look at the chart and you can be like, okay, well, as you can see here, right? Like we've got a lot of liquidity stacking above current price action. So a short squeeze up to 110, 400 makes a lot of sense, right? Because we've got the short squeeze up here, then we dump after.
So liquidity is liquidity is a magnet. Like that's if liquidity.
A lot of the time, once it gets big enough, yes.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
I just think like stuff like that is kind of like cool. Because then again, you can confluence it a little bit.
Yeah, with resistance and support and Fibonacci levels. Yeah, you can.
That's cool. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. We'll see. I haven't like I've been LARPing a lot and having fun on the timeline. Like obviously I'm not really trading like leverage with size or honestly at all. But I kind of want to, just because it's not, I'd like to learn how to play on the downside, right? It's like, okay, well, it's not, part of it is like fun. Like I think it would be fun to be able to participate on both markets. But
can I give you one thing? I know you shit on GTG, but
I don't shit on GTG ever. Never. No, I've never shit on GTG.
Okay, I know you talk shit about GTG, as in
no,
on the
don't.
show. No, okay, fair. Okay, wrong term. Okay, I know you're
like I banter about.
Yeah. You're like, oh, GTG, whatever. Okay, whatever.
No, I just offer my sale as like a joke, but no, I think it's
honestly,
great.
I'll cut you a sick deal, lifetime, whatever it is. And you can start learning from all of us in there. Now, I know my biggest thing is also maybe for you too, because I get added to all these group chats and shit. I just leave them because I don't have time to read them. Too much information is often a bad thing.
Yeah.
I'm a big advocate of, honestly, I get added to something. If I haven't read it in a few days, I just leave. I don't even care.
Because I'm just in there to network. I'm not taking calls from any of them. If someone tells me to buy something, I'm not buying shit. Like,
yeah. But no, honestly, send me a DM. I'll give you a link, discounted link to join us lifetime. And then you can start learning how it pays to be a friend. It pays to be a friend. You can start learning.
but I want to make it clear. I never thought I was like shitting on it. I was sorry. I was just making my use my code as like a tease. But no, I think it's great. I think I've recommended you guys to a bunch of people already, even though obviously I've never been in there, but I don't really need to be, because it's you. It's your trading group versus like trading groups that I know that people are like kind of LARPs. So like, obviously I'd rather throw them your way. Right. So it's like, I think what you guys are doing is awesome. And obviously like I've seen people post their wins and stuff like that from being in the group. So no, I'm always supportive of you guys, even if I just banter a little bit.
Yeah, no, I love it, man. It's all good. I was just saying. I mean, I've got.
Well, I got like 20 GTG members in my chat now talking shit to me.
Yeah,
wait, legit.
No, I'm just kidding. No.
Right, they're in my chat. They wouldn't mean
it. Yeah. Oh man, I love fucking with you guys. But yeah, no, I hope the market dumps a little bit. I'll be honest. Whatever. Just I get nervous. I guess I just get nervous when we keep getting high. I really do. But square up, Eli. Yeah. Rizika's talking shit in my chat too. But yeah, I think Abstract's gonna do well. I think it's just gonna take a lot of time to learn. And also, like, again, dude, people weren't around for Solana's first 6 months. Like, it's very evident, because I remember when I first got into Solana, it was rugs left and right nonstop. Everybody was losing money to the top like 10 KOLs launching their own projects nonstop. Like, it was a fucking shit show, dude. And I literally had to leave the chain, and I regret leaving the chain. And so that's why I look at Abstract now. I'm like, dude, yes, there's some tough pain points right now, but I don't want to look back and be like, fuck, I should have never left Abstract, right? Like, I just don't. I don't want to have to deal with that. Yeah, exactly, bro. Look at Solana.
I remember when Solana was single figures, like last cycle, nuts, man, nuts.
But that was also. But you're talking about like after FTX, right?
I
Or
own
before.
no, bro. I own Solana at $2. I like
Yeah. Okay, so before that, yeah. So then you understand, like, it was a fucking terrible place too. Like,
I was very much like Craig is now spot only, really. Like I didn't really do too much outside that. But
you didn't do any NFTs on Solana in the early days.
I went Ethereum. I went Ethereum, right? Like the majority of people did. Yeah. It wasn't until like probably. I'm trying to think. Honestly, maybe no. I'm trying to think. Maybe Mad Labs was mine. No, well, Badogos. Maybe Badogos was actually the first time I ever went to Solana. I'm gonna say.
Okay, yeah. The first time I did it was like literally during bull run, like 2021, like end of 2021, right? Yeah. And it was like, oh, like this new Solana chain, they're launching NFTs. So I bridged like $2,000 over that I made on a sick trade, and I lost it all to like just these coins that I think Bender, like you remember OX Bender, like all these people just like yeah. It was just a mess, dude. It was a fucking mess, but it is what it is. But that's why with Abstract, like I'm trying to zoom out a little bit and be like, yeah, you know what, like this kind of sucks right now. But honestly, this is better early days than a lot of chains.
Correct. And the fact that it's still going, like that's the other thing too. Like look at like Monad, look at what was the other one that came out recently?
Even Mega ETH.
I haven't been over there. I only see the Bad Bunnies, so that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
The what was the other one the other one that was huge with DeFi, but then it's just gone to shit. Chain.
Oh yeah.
That went away, eh?
Yeah, literally, and that's what I mean. So like, but again, it's post TG, so it is a different conversation to Abstract. But
they didn't build. But here's the difference. Can I say like? And I keep telling people the difference between Abstract and all other chains is Abstract actually has a product. And before TGE, they literally have a working product with working games and working protocols. Like Blast didn't have a product. They just had a goal that people were working towards. Like we're working towards XP, but at least we have a really cool portal with I thought something was on fire. It's food. Do
you live with people?
No, I smell barbecue outside. Okay. Yeah. Or sometimes like huh?
Do you live in a share house or parents or like what? Or by yourself or what?
No, I live in the basement. There's no basement in Florida. You don't have a basement. No,
there's no basements in Australia either.
Well, that's because you live on the water also. Right? Yeah. Yeah, because you're sea level. Because you're sea level.
I mean, here I am, yeah, but maybe like inland where I'm from, they don't have basements there either. But
that's still sea level, no? Is Australia not flat?
No, it's like 600 meters above. Toowoomba is like 600 meters above sea level.
Sorry, I have like perceptions of different countries like Canada and Australia and China. But no, yeah, China. But no, I live alone. But what was I gonna say?
I'm just making money on Death Race, guys. This is brilliant.
Are you actually?
You're not doing Death Race?
Yeah, the game on Abstract.
You're not doing the Moonsheep Cannon?
Oh no, I did a few of those. I don't go well on that though,
dude. I've
done shit.
The RTP is still good. The thing is with Death Race that's difficult, or the reason why the RTP is so high is because you can walk away after any tile.
Yeah, I do all the time. 2, 3, 4
exactly.
I hit a 60x the other day, Craig. Let's go.
What size are you doing? Like 0.01?
I can't remember. No, I was doing 0.005, but so $12, and then I think I did go for the 60x. I think I only did the 0.001, but let's do one. Let's do one. Hold on.
Okay, let's do the Moonship Cannon. I actually like, but again, like I hung out with the team nonstop in New York, and I just really like them now. Like I think they're awesome people. Yeah, they're really cool people.
It means here, but here we go. Oh, this is what I do. I do try and get on the leaderboard like 3 days a week or something.
With 0.005, dude. On Moonsheep, I made
Look at his money.
Let's go!
What?
Oh shit, bro.
Oh no!
I was going for the 30. I was going for the 30x. Damn.
Wait, you made 0.0. Wait, you made 0.1 ETH and you clicked red?
Bro, I was going to stop at the next one.
That's how it always is. I just learned it's similar to trading. Look, I've never really gambled in my life. Like I live next to one of the biggest casinos, the Hard Rock. like the biggest, like one of the biggest Hard Rocks. It's the one with the guitar hotel that everyone comes and stays at. But I don't go. I don't gamble. And then I played Moonsheep, and now I understand why I don't gamble. I played Moonsheep. I won 0.6 ETH, and then I literally upped my size. It's just like trading, and I lost it all. And so that's why I look at this shit, and I'm like, I don't even want to touch this shit anymore. Red tile.
Taking he's gonna get rinsed now,
dude. This is what happened to me. No, Greeny, this is what happened to me. I got red tile 3 times in a row, and I was like, I'm not playing this shit again.
I'm getting so excited, I'm spinning on my screen, man.
But the problem is once you lose like a decent amount of money, you no longer play it safe because like I need to make it back.
Yeah, your revenge bet. I did it the other day. Yeah. So I went back the next day and I got revenge on it.
Moody's season 2 is still slipping a bit due to external factors. Little info.
Bro,
what do you mean by slipping?
You gotta get the 2.
Like you're hitting the 2 every time?
If I hit the 2, it's a banger. It's a banger. All right, we spent 0.05 ETH. Whoa, big day, big day.
At least you're gonna earn XP.
Hey, Eli, you might know this. How's everybody putting that watch and that diamond grill on their teeth on the timeline? How are we doing this? How do I do this?
Let's go. Get in.
30x.
Get in.
So you walked away with profit, right?
I walk away with profit. Look at that. Top 10, baby. Let's go. That's how I do it. Then I step away.
And that was and you put how much money? You put 0.005?
Yep. So I walk away 100. I just made a decent bag there.
Yeah,
nice.
Man.
Oh, you're talking about the Keanu Reeves and like
how do I do that with my head? How are people doing it with their own profiles? Or I thought Wendy O did it before. Looks cool.
Really? I haven't seen any IRL stuff. Let me see.
I just thought it was cool.
I think there's a Solana win. What?
That's a good win.
So 11 times 12.86 minus 391.27. I just made $250 US.
Yeah, man. Well, that's work. You don't even have to go to work today, Greeny.
I don't know, guys. I'm gonna go put my feet up. I got my
dentist.
Your
boss say, Greeny, I'm not working today.
I'm gonna go to the dentist. I gotta go get my eyes checked because I actually think my eyes are going, so I need to go.
Actually,
yeah, I've noticed like there's a few things because I stare at a screen all day, man.
Yeah, mine are looking very.
Like I'll see something slightly at a distance, and I'm like, holy shit, I actually can't read that. I was like, that's not good.
Yeah. Well, okay, so I just got back from like my LASIK. I'm not gonna get LASIK, but I was thinking about it. And I was talking to them, and they're like, so screen staring actually has nothing to do with deteriorating your vision, but it does make your eye drier because you don't blink when you're in front of a screen, and then when your eye gets drier, it's gonna get blurrier. But she said it has like that's like a wives' tale or a tall tale or whatever it's called, where extra blink now. Where staring at screen does nothing to damage your vision. It's just gonna be age and genetics. But yeah, I mean. You could end up looking like me, corny glasses. Somebody told me that these glasses are from the lesbian starter pack, and that kind of hurt me the other day. So, so that kind of hurt. But yeah, Greeny needs some alpha for the culture. Yeah.
I mean, I think the lesbians would really take to you in those.
Well,
I think you'd be a red hot ticket, eh?
Well, it was a lesbian. It was a lesbian that told me that. So, I
think she was hitting on you. She possibly thought you were a woman for a little bit, Eli.
She did think I was. Yeah.
You're so pretty, man. You're so pretty.
My hair, dude. Yeah, I'll do it if I do a 24-hour stream. The top donation goal, it'll be just shaving my head.
Oh yeah, man.
I love that, fun. Dude. You'd have to get us on the 24-hour stream.
Yeah. Do it for a mutant, Eli. Do it for a mutant.
Well, how? Do it for a mutant?
Yeah, I'm joking.
I had a mutant, bro. I bought it. I bought it for ETH, dude. Right when Garga came back, I was like, I was like, oh. I was like, dude, the floor is 4 ETH. Like I never dreamed of affording a mutant. I'm like, okay, fuck it. I'm buying a mutant. And I thought like Garga coming back, Activision CEO is out. This is bullish because this is what everybody's waiting for. It just kept going down. Went to like
1.7 now, isn't it? Or something like that.
Yeah, I sold it for like a 2 ETH loss. I was so fucking mad, but whatever.
I was so close to buying one at about 253, something around there.
I don't think buying it now is a terrible idea.
Greeny and I were speaking yesterday about it. They're quite cheap, but maybe an other side deed might be.
Why buy the milk when you can buy the cow? You know what I mean? Like,
what if the cow isn't part of the the ecosystem.
I think the cow's drained of all its milk, bro.
Yeah, the cow's pretty thin,
The
but
milk's
the milk's
gone
also,
bad,
but the milk's expired. Yeah, exactly.
Come over to
I'd-
Pudgy, the milk's sweet, man.
Yeah, the only issue is like, I don't know. The buying another Pudgy for me, I just can't imagine the risk for that. It probably goes-
$25,000 for a Pudgy penguin at the moment, Greeny. 25,000 USD.
Oh, they've gone up. They've gone up, Greg, since we spoke.
well, ETH
4,000
has gone up. Yeah,
It's
yeah,
gone up.
yeah.
But I'll take it. Hey, I'm up $3,000 US. Fuck, sick. And then I won't be tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Fuck.
I reckon we have to call it. I've got appointments
Yeah.
to
I'm gonna
see
eat breakfast, man. It's 11 a.m.
I gotta eat dinner. It's 9 p.m. Let's go. We're all over the world. But yeah,
Eli, go get a photo in front of Hard Rock Cafe, man. I need to see. I need to show my friends that I know celebrity. I'm gonna go. This is the guy that rolled. This is the guy that got Diddy off, man.
yeah.
Actually, that's funny. That works twice.
Oh,
I
God.
don't mean the court case.
Oh my God. Okay. Wow. Yeah. That was
On
fun.
that note,
Yeah. Exactly. I didn't know how to
that's been a
close it
great
out.
show, Runner. Ooh,
Greeny will
Dude,
close it out.
Solana
What is
meme
this?
coin. We call this in GTG. Pump
What is
in.
this?
Let's go. Let's
can't read
go. Lucky
What coin?
coin. Lucky coin.
Bro,
Yeah, no,
I
don't
don't even
worry,
want to talk
Eli.
about useless, but fuck.
I'm not in that as well. Greeny and I did have an agreement that I'm meant to get in coins before he shows it on the screen, but he's obviously.
Well, let's bring up the useless chart. No, let's not.
I shared it yesterday, Craig. I shared it yesterday, mate.
No, I'm
Last night.
joking. I'm joking. Useless has gone fucking. It's a 250 million.
Easy tweeted that someone he knew turned low six figures into eight figures and
Mid 5 figures into 8 figures.
mid 5 figures into eight
No, was it mid
figures.
6 figures? Maybe it was mid 6 figures.
I think it was
Yeah.
like low six figures. And then he sold it all and he retired and his account's gone now. I don't
How do
really
you-
see where
And
I
his
don't know.
account's gone,
I was
bro.
gonna ask where he sold. Like, how do you
Probably
how'd you
with
do
that
that?
big candle.
Man, that's crazy, bro.
What happened with this
Oh,
coin?
dude, what is this? Bought $369, sold for $1 million. What?
Wow.
That's so shady, bro.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, maybe. Nah, I don't know if that's. I'll be honest. I think they just got fucking lucky because again, like the coin died, right? Not died, but like retraced heavy. They never sold a cent.
Wait, what?
Like, what would make it shady?
That you hit what? I don't even know that math.
That's outrageous, eh?
I know
Like,
it's
that is-
fucking crazy. What? So
That's a
what's
great
the
trade.
Yeah,
Oh my god!
dude, where's their
Well,
buy?
they
Where
bought
is their
pre-bond.
buy?
They bought pre-bond. They bought on Pump Fund.
No way.
Yeah, that's the
Wow.
only. That's. I mean,
Ah.
you can check. Maybe I'm wrong, but usually like
That's the sexiest chart I've ever seen.
that
So,
is crazy, dude.
like that is
Holy
outrageous. To
dude,
hold
look
that
at this.
long.
Look at this. Dude,
That's that person
I'm so jealous.
very disciplined.
Imagine what it must feel like just to carve that ham like that. Just slice 10 grand, 100.
Well,
like,
the problem is like it takes balls to sell it slowly like that too,
it
because
does, dude.
it can
I'm
just
like,
nuke. Like, what if it just you're like, oh fuck, like this could just nuke too.
That's a
Like,
professional. Well, that's pretty
because Bonk guy, because this is Bonk guy's call, right? The
is
reason
it?
why, yeah,
no,
the
he
reason
got
why
in late. He got in late. He called it like here. He called it here at
Sure.
20 mil.
didn't he
10x.
leverage trade the fuck out of it? Didn't he put like an insane long on it?
Oh, I
Really?
don't know.
How would
I
he
think-
know to do that? How like
Because,
Well,
well,
he's got a cult following, bro. He's pumping and dumping shit. Like
yeah,
that's
yeah, Craig, it's like the opposite. It's like it's not how he knew to do it. It's people knew to do it because he did,
True.
right?
it's getting copy traded, man.
Yeah,
it's
true.
the same story over and over again.
But,
makes
but
me
okay, but
sick to my stomach, guys. That
yeah,
this
but
is
respect.
happening.
Yeah, but respect to him. If he can pump a coin like this, like
Yeah, I agree.
this PVE though. Like I don't know who could get mad at this because
No,
it's
I
all-
agree.
it's only
all
up.
good. That's all
It's-
trading. That's fine.
anyone has the chance to sell now, right? Like it's
Look, if I had a big enough following, I'd do the same. You'd make a call and then leverage trade it. It's pretty smart. And you're
How
not
many-
even dumping on people.
he's not
either,
selling
so-
on people, right? Exactly.
Yeah, no, that's.
I
and
just
he-
didn't-
You know
I
what?
would
That
never-
account acts quite. Behaves
I would
quite
never,
well,
bro.
actually.
I chose to never ever take a call again from him, which I regret because he called Doge on Solana, like Department of whatever.
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
dude, I got fucking slaughtered on that. I
Yeah,
lost.
you should have
like, I
bought the
think-
ETH one. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that's
no, it was the ETH one. My fault. It
Okay.
was the ETH one. It was the ETH one. But I got fucking slaughtered on that, like just touched in the worst ways. And I was like, okay, I'm never. And you know what's crazy? Shachi just said it, but yeah, it's really like sad. I'm so exposed to abstract stuff, and I'm not touching Solana stuff at all. That I can't fathom volume. Right, like I can't picture what's going on here. It doesn't make sense to me. Whereas like I'm spending weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks waiting for something to go from like up to 1 mil, and that's like the biggest thing in the world on abstract. Whereas then like on Solana, it's like shit just goes flying like nothing. Solana just feels like I'm just so out of touch. I don't know how to trade meme coins on Solana anymore.
I don't think anyone does.
Crazy.
I don't think there's too many people making.
All right, Greeny's got to go. We've been.
I'm gonna go too. I'm gonna go eat, or I'm gonna fucking have a heart attack.
Greeny's saying, bro, what do you mean? I called this coin, you didn't take it.
Good coin, great tech.
This one also, I called this at 400k yesterday as well.
Looks good.
Oh, I faded this because of who was shilling it. Damn.
Called it here.
I didn't even see it.
This is the Send It one. Yeah, I faded it because I saw
who?
I forgot his name. He was like a really big friend tech guy, like massive friend tech guy.
Bread or someone?
No. I also met Brett. In New York too. I was like, hey, I know your ass. He's like, oh, thanks.
I know your ass.
Because all he does is post his ass. Yeah.
Oh, did he?
That's Bread?
Yeah.
That's all he does.
Guy or
Bread. Oh, Bread guy. Is that the one?
This guy. You know who Bread guy's pretty big.
The Bread PFP who does podcasts now.
Yeah, he only posts pictures of his ass.
No, this can't be the same dude.
It is.
It can't be.
It is. Go to photos.
I'm not going to go to photos, bro.
Go to photos. No. You won't. Because it's completely tattooed. It doesn't look like it's a human ass. Keep scrolling.
This is getting weird.
He posts so much content. Holy shit.
Where is the nudity?
It's like his whole ass is completely tattooed, and so is his wife. And they'll post like a picture of them standing with a picture of them like from behind. You've never seen it? Yes, you.
Same guy.
I'm not even sure. It's the guy.
I know the ass you mean.
I don't think this is.
I know the ass you're talking about. I'm pretty sure this is him.
No,
yeah, it is. Yeah.
Wow.
You can click it. You won't get demonetized.
You can click it.
It's fully tattooed.
You
Who
can
cares?
touch it.
Who cares? It's fully tattooed. It's
You're
not
right,
a big deal.
Holy, that's nuts, bro.
Bro, you can't even see the ass. It just looks like a fucking.
It's a cool
nuts,
Japanese
bro.
tattoo, man. That's so fucking sick.
Yeah,
That's
him and his
serious tats. Craig, is that more than you? Like,
way
or
more.
is yours?
way more, dude.
But yours is what? Like yours is to wear sleeves or not?
Yeah, chest, sleeves, upper back, a lower left leg. That's it. But
Eli,
that back piece is fucking huge. And onto his ass.
Holy.
That
Dude, no, his whole ass. There's
that
nothing.
tattoo would have fucking hurt so bad.
Oh yeah, for sure.
What a
But bro, it's him and his wife. Like they both have the same shit.
I've seen. Yeah, I saw a photo with him and her. It's quite.
Look, see another one. Another one. On the pier. No, up. Look up. Yeah.
Look at it pondering on the bridge.
Dude, that's nuts. That's actually nuts, bro. Like that would be so painful.
Oh man, your ass cheeks. But the poor tattoo artist had to fucking do it too.
Yeah, get up in the grill, bro.
Like fuck that.
Just get farted in the face while you're.
Bro, it's just such a horrible. Everything about that's no good.
Dude, the pain, man. I don't know.
Yeah, that would hurt, especially around your organs on the back there, your lower back, man, kidneys and all that. Fuck.
Why? Out of curiosity, Craig, why do you have a lot of tats? Just is it something that you vibe with? Like, talk to us a little bit about that.
Yeah, I just always liked them.
Cool.
Yeah, no real. I don't have a big story.
Do you have any tattoos you regret?
Ooh,
all of them? Nah.
But some of them.
It's a story. It's a. That's why when people are like, one day you're going to get bored of them, it's like no, because it's a timeline. The thing is, they'll say, oh, but imagine what they're going to look like when you're old. I'm like, I'm going to look old.
Yeah.
Like I'm going to look fucked.
Yeah.
I'm going to look like a sick cunt with tattoos as an old man. Like, you know what I mean? Like I'm an old man. I'll be wrinkly. But you think I'll look good without them?
Yeah.
Like.
Right.
Like I'll be 90 and fucked. I don't even know that. Anyway, no, I don't actually regret any. I've got some I've got one I don't like. But obviously that's because taste changed, and also the artist wasn't great. That was my first one, so that's just what happens. But also, it's a kind of man, I was like 22. Like it's a long time ago.
Yeah, it's like 50 years ago.
It's a
Jesus
decade.
Christ.
It's not a decade ago. It's a lot of decades ago.
More-
That's bad, man. But anyway, no, I don't really care. Like I don't actually even see him on me when I look.
Yeah, well, that's true. I was just curious because I love tattoos,
have any?
like, but I
You have
have
zero.
zero.
I have
No, zero. But I love tattoos
have-
though.
I've
Three?
that's where we got engaged. Oh, you can't really see it. Hold on. So we
Oh,
got
yeah,
engaged
yeah,
nice.
in it
Looks
has
like
an
the igloo.
yeah, it's an obelisk.
Country
Yeah.
penguins.
And I have
It's an obelisk.
I got that in
Interesting.
Barcelona.
Mountains.
Got that in Barcelona, and then I got my old pet bird on my ankle.
Pet bird. That's fucking great.
Right, this is fake pic, but
Chirpy boy. That's a little bird.
funny.
That's
little
fucking.
bird. Yeah, we had a pet bird for 18 years. So yeah.
That's bad.
Wow,
They live
18
long, some,
years.
right?
What was it?
No,
a
it was a
parrot?
cockatiel, so similar.
Yeah, sick. 18
Oh,
years.
okay.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, so I'll probably
That's longer than a
now
lot
I
of
have two
dogs.
like when my
Yeah.
parents have a dog and we have a dog, obviously. So maybe I'll get them over time as well.
So good.
But I do want to maybe do like do you know Kalen Ponga?
Yeah.
Craig, and his like sticker
Yeah.
sleeve. That's probably the vibe I would eventually go for if
You
I
like
did.
that? I think that American traditional or something almost.
Yeah, is that I don't know. Here, I'll try and find like Kalen Ponga.
I just think it's. I'm kind of the same way, dude. There's tattoos. I remember I used to Photoshop tattoos on myself to see what
Yeah.
it would look like. And dude, because when I was in high school, I was like not emo, but like scene. Like I was a skateboarder. I had gauges, all this kind of shit. And I look, bro, the tattoos. It was like 2 doves, a quote, and like diamond tattoos here. And I look back.
Or like the Russian, the star there and there, like.
Yeah, exactly. And I look back and I'm like, dude, because I used to go to like hardcore music festivals, shit like that. And I look back and I'm like,
maybe,
dude,
lucky.
I was like, thank God, bro.
Yeah, it's
Thank
probably
God.
risky getting heavily tattooed in your 20s.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so I didn't. I waited. I was in my 30s and 30s when I got them all. So just less
Really?
likely to change your taste by that point, and also you can afford to spend money on a decent artist.
On good tattoos. Yeah, that's interesting. I never thought about that. Yeah, maybe I'll get tattoos. Like my dad's.
It is
The good
important.
news is we're all going to die, bro. So fuck it. Like you might as well look like you want to look.
I'm just gonna sell all my assets then. You're right. Like what's
who
the point?
cares?
Bro, you need to travel. You need to travel.
Traveling's
Me? I know, dude. I really do. Like I'm actually kind of sad. I was trying to do the England trip because I was like, okay, well, Abstrakt's gonna be there. Maybe they'll, sponsor flight out if I do content for them. And then they chose not to. But I really, really want to do the Asia stuff because I was thinking that's the only thing until Art Basel, right? It's Asia and then Gamescom in Germany, which actually their Abstrakt is going to probably be at. Like a lot of Web3 people are trying to be at Gamescom because it's the biggest games thing in the world. But yeah, I want to do Asia. I just have to talk to my doctor, see if I can get some blood thinners to do that. But yeah, I think Asia would be massive. Like the token Singapore, I heard is like fucking incredible. And then I can just go to Japan.
Yeah, Japan's top of my list after this year for
Same.
sure.
Same.
Or Canada probably.
After
Yeah.
year?
Because
Why
it's just
Canada?
so epic, bro. Like it's I've covered. I probably wouldn't ever go back to South America personally. Like I don't speak Spanish or Portuguese. So
Where'd
we
you
went to
go?
Colombia. Went to
Where'd you go in
Colombia and
South
Chile.
America?
Only
You didn't go to
no,
Brazil?
bro. No, we went there for a wedding. I spent $10,000. I was there for 5 days. It was ridiculous. Anyway,
But that's crazy. I don't know how you'd spend $10,000 in 5
Because
days there.
Australia
Wow.
flying anywhere is ridiculous.
Oh, you're saying to travel, not
No,
in South America. Okay.
No, so I've done South America.
I was like,
Probably
Jesus Christ, you were living like
personally,
a
I wouldn't go.
Yeah, just piles, Yeah, Scarface.
I was like, he got a mansion in fucking
I've
Colombia.
seen
Jesus
photos.
Christ.
I remember trading in the bear market, and there was a dude who was living in Colombia, and he was showing me photos of his setup in his house.
Yeah.
He had this mansion with this bed, could hold 10 people,
Nuts.
and he was basically spending very little money a day, and he would have like 5 hookers in his bed. And like, I'm not saying that's a great lifestyle. I'm just saying, like, for some people, like very little money to have what would be considered like, and he had like in the photos, it would be like a couple of guns. Like it was like fucking hectic, man. I was like, I don't have these photos. I can't be looking at this shit, man. I'm gonna have the cops knocking on my door.
No,
Greeny,
well,
what
like
were you gonna say?
Asia's the place I haven't been. So like I've been to Europe multiple times now. I've been to New Zealand. I would go
You've
back
been
to
to
New
US?
Zealand. I've been to the New York once. I personally don't like the US would just be similar to Australia, honestly. Like would be very similar to Australia.
Really?
So that's why Canada, I'm a
Okay.
big landscape guy. So like going to Canada for snow or like to see the mountains and the lakes and stuff would probably be a vibe. But Japan has everything: food, culture, people, snowboarding. If you go in the summer, the seasons over there as well are really unique. So that's probably higher on my list. Maybe the Philippines if you want to go more resort style eventually. But yeah, I've covered like majority of Europe. I've done like 25 countries all last year. We've done Africa. I would actually go back to Africa because my wife's from there. So
Africa.
she's from Zim. So yeah, I'd highly recommend Africa. It's really enlightening. It's English speaking. It's Victoria Falls is one of the most spectacular places on this planet. Would highly recommend it. And I mean, Craig, did you ever go to Zim, Craig, or not? Or you only South Africa?
No, I haven't, unfortunately, but I've heard Victoria Falls is phenomenal. But no,
Yeah.
I have not.
How far is New Zealand
3
from
hours.
Australia?
Cross
It's like right
3
there,
hours.
right?
3 hour flight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3
Really?
4 hours.
Is it that different from Australia? Like, is it like
yeah,
extremely
it's
different?
volcanic, right? So it's very different and it's stunning. Like it's probably the most beautiful country in the world if you put it like it's because it's
Really?
Lord
coastal.
of the Rings is filmed there, man.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
it's
Like
crazy.
it's coastal, it's mountainous, it's volcanic, it's got snow
Raw,
compared to
it's
Australia.
untouched by man in some
The
areas.
people there, the people there are beautiful. Like,
Good
yeah,
people.
yeah. So I honestly, New Zealand's beautiful.
I don't know.
It's like Hawaii,
Yeah,
man.
maybe it's
Everyone's
like
like
an American
aloha.
thing.
Like it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Yeah. Well, the problem is like for some reason in America, I just assume maybe it's
culture, how you
I don't know
perceive
because in
things,
my head I'm
it
like,
would be.
well, it's funny. No, because I'm in my head in America, like at least it seems like Australia and New Zealand are basically
they
the
are
same shit.
probably looking
just
from
like
your
yeah.
view. Yeah, like you and Canadians, are
But
the
like
same
from my
us,
view,
right?
but maybe that, or
What's
maybe
the
it's
suburb?
similar. Maybe it's similar to like, or maybe similar to like Californians to Hawaii, right? It's like they're
Yeah.
close, and like maybe the tropic ishness, like whatever. But it seems like Hawaii is more tropical, like
Well,
more,
New Zealand's
more
like real cold, and
native
Australia's a
stuff.
desert. So it's so
Like,
different.
Really, it's cold.
Yeah, I mean, although Tasmania is cold as well, but then it sits, I think, almost lower than New Zealand, so it makes sense. Australia's just so fucking big. You got a desert here, and it's cold down here.
Yeah, but no one goes up
Nah,
there,
not
right?
in the middle. Well, only the indigenous.
Yeah.
They're the only ones who can survive there. I don't even think
That's crazy.
anything
Yeah,
can live there.
I think it's just so funny because like interpretations of other countries. America's a little different because American culture is so widely
no.
like right, like American television, American movies, like it's so spread across everywhere. Whereas we don't get like a shit ton of Australian stuff, so it's more like stereotypical stuff in our heads.
Australia is massive. Like it is so big. Like when it like the flight of Perth is, I don't even know, Craig, like 7 hours flight or something, 8 hours. I
Yeah,
don't
to
know.
get yeah.
Really?
And then to fly to Melbourne, it's
Holy
like from
shit.
where I'm here and to fly to Melbourne, well, Craig and I are in this corner down here.
Oh, you guys are near each
like
other. Nice.
I'm up here and Craig's down there.
Look at me.
But that's like what, like a hour drive, 2 hour drive?
2 to 3.
Okay, yeah, it's like me driving to
Yeah.
Orlando. Yeah,
And so like where I grew
close.
up in Toowoomba, so over in west of where we are. Brizzy, I lived here for 10 years or something. So, but this is where New Zealand is. So it's about 3 hours there from Brizzy. Like we're the closest to it, right? Whereas like to fly to Melbourne, which is down here, is 3 hours from Brizzy as well. To Sydney is about an hour and a half. Darwin up the top. Probably wouldn't go there personally, but it's But anyways,
it's hot up there.
And it just shows you, like, look how far away we are from everything. Okay, look how far, and this is why it costs so much money, right? Like,
but you're close to Japan, right?
Yeah, 8 hours. 8 hours to Japan. 8 hours to Japan.
Yeah, it's still nothing's that close in Asia. Like it's still 7, 8, 9 hours.
Yeah, like Singapore's 8 hours across here, and I think Japan's like 9 or 10 hours from memory.
So what? I can't see it so far away, but what's the closest like known place to you guys? Not outside
Papua
New
New
Zealand,
Guinea, but like
PNG,
or like in Indonesia, Bali. That's why a lot of people go
Indonesia.
to Bali.
Okay,
Yeah, it's like in this vicinity. But
that's why every Aussie goes to Bali and gets drunk.
Yeah,
I didn't know that. I just know every American crypto person like goes to Bali too because they can live like a fucking warlord over there.
This is where we covered in our trip last year. So all the places.
Holy
Yeah.
shit! All the yellow parts,
yellow's where we
or the
stay.
blue
Blue
and
is the
yellow?
places we visited.
That is insane.
So
Wow.
Tromso, highly recommend Tromso up the very top of. Oh my god, it's not gonna work. That's where we saw the Northern Lights. So Iceland is out of this world spectacular. If you're going to Europe, literally fly from the US via Iceland for a few days, then to Europe. Highly recommend. Highly recommend.
Really?
It's expensive, but
Okay.
it's spectacular.
And not
The
Greenland.
Kazakhstan looks
I've
good.
never,
too.
been, I've never been to Greenland, mate. Never been to Greenland.
It's all ice,
Like
right?
some of these places are spectacular that you go see. It's just like out of this
What's that
world.
name?
Yeah, like the Diamond Beach, or whatever. Like the Black
You want to
Beach.
pronounce that?
This Scorefoss, like it's spectacular waterfall. Spectacular waterfall.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to. Honestly, I just don't want to
And
travel
then
alone.
we did a bit of Africa as well down here. So yeah.
Nah, you want to travel with
That's
maybe
really
travel
cool,
with a
though.
buddy.
Then Colombia, mate. There we go.
You were so close to the U.S. You could just came
I
up
did
to
think
Florida.
about flying, but I didn't.
Uh-oh.
Greenies camera's gone. It's over.
That's a
All right,
sign.
guys,
That's a
We're
sign.
gonna call it today, guys. So, and Eli, the backwards Elgato is because I mirror my setup, mate. That's why.
Oh, do you? Okay.
I wondered. Oh, there we go. That's better.
Look at the penguin there.
penguin.
Wow. Dude, I actually saw like a twin of your penguin
Same,
before yesterday.
I messaged Greenie in a panic.
Oh, you both saw it as well. Oh, you
I
thought
thought he
you
got
sold it? I didn't think it was his. I was just like, dude, how funny would it be if I just bought this penguin and then just PFP'd it?
That'd be so good. It looks the exact fucking same.
It's the same, but just different
Yeah.
background, I think. Maybe the penguin was a
think it's
different
the
color
same
too.
kind of
I don't know.
penguin.
But bro, I saw that shit and I thought about Greenie the second I saw it. I was
It's about
cracking
nine
up.
o'clock.
OG has a very similar one to me as well. I think so.
Yeah, he does.
He does, but this one was like
Identical.
identical
here it
I
is,
to
thought
here
Greenie
his,
got
yeah.
scammed again, man.
Oh, is it still on the
someone
floor?
bought it. Someone bought it.
Fuck. Yeah, that's yours, basically. I don't remember if your penguin's
I
different color, though,
genuinely, I
actually.
think mine's pink. So let's.
You can't even tell. You
No,
don't
bro. I
remember.
have so many wallets, bro. I don't know.
Oh, my fault. Oh, the fucking.
Shit, look how many he's had, though.
No,
the orange
it's
background.
so yours is
it's like
brown.
brownish, but then everything else is the same
Yeah,
except for the
yeah,
background
yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
Background, yeah. Dude, how funny would it have been if I just bought it? Oh my god, just
We all
twin-
should, all
twin
get
each other.
this,
That'd be so
such a
fun.
sim-
That would be good.
with the fishing hat. So funny.
There's none
we
on the
should,
floor
we should
now.
just all buy one and then just share it, man. What are we doing?
Yeah. I like that do-rag with the glasses one. That one was cool. I'm not like, I don't know why. There's nothing that really speaks to me
Neither.
on the floor.
Neither.
I'm also not like a massive fan of overcomplicated shit.
No.
Like when I saw the one I have on the floor, I was like, this one just feels
Yeah, I agree.
right. Although I wish the vest was also red to match the hat, but whatever. It's not a big deal. But yeah, I don't know. The doctor one with glasses, I guess, is okay. I don't know.
Hey, new
But
banner
yeah,
view.
why is your background black? Why is your
boys.
background
New
black
banner.
instead of
New banner.
green?
Wow.
Wow. Did you use AI? Did you use
I got
AI
a
for
person
this?
to do it for me, so it's like I might change. I don't know. I might change that, whatever that is. But
Captain,
yeah.
oh, there's your capybara.
It's cool. Are you keeping the
Yeah, bro.
capybara
Yeah, that's long term.
like
that
long
one.
term?
yeah, I don't know. I can always just
yeah.
ask
I
him to
didn't know.
edit it out. Like it's pretty
Yeah.
simple.
Yeah. Why is your background black instead of green?
To make it more
Is it 'cause the
iconic, bro.
scarf is green.
To
Yeah.
make it stand
Make
out.
it pop.
And no, and because
Influence,
there's no black background, but also to make the green globe pop.
Yeah.
And
Okay,
black.
makes sense. I was like, maybe green scarf and green hat on green background might be
Yeah.
a little too much.
It's
Oh,
also what I
interesting.
did previously
All
as
right.
well for my. Actually, I miss my OG. Hold on, I miss my OG penguin.
Your
My
OG,
OG penguin. Yeah,
What
It's,
was your old penguin?
that's a clean Pudgy.
Yeah, but I like the one you have now. I think the one you have now, for some reason, the traits.
But I
fit,
had this
like,
with the black
pretty well.
background, the green glow as well, and it was
black
sick.
background. Well, the green turtleneck is.
I love the.
pretty
It's
good,
like one of
though.
my
I'm not
favorite.
gonna lie.
Like 16 eats the floor
Yeah.
of this bad boy. Holy.
Yeah, but are people actually buying based on
No,
traits
I
like
know
that?
that wouldn't be no. But like, yeah. I thought about buying that one. This is going back.
Oh, that one's good. Oh, that one with the do-rag and the glasses was sick. Yeah, that's good. What's the floor on Moonbird Mythics real quick? Can you check the Mythics collection?
.14.
Oh shit. Okay.
They look
What's
cool.
the difference between this and
These,
like-
this collection is so much
It's
better art
awesome.
wise.
I love
Jesus
it. I love
Christ.
it.
This was the secondary collection
okay.
that dropped. So it's like the mutants. But like I have a feeling that mythics will like I think moonbirds will always like be a thing and do well, but I think the mythics collection is what Spencer might use for like whatever they do, right? Like I think the art is just so much
That's
better.
someone who never follows
it's
me
not even
back.
close.
Spencer as well. Yeah.
Spencer, he didn't follow me back either until we did the interview. He didn't even follow me back during the interview. He didn't follow me back until like after. But shout out him. I want to open up these cards. I got like a whole case when I was in New York that I want to open up.
These are pulled back literally half. They're at 1.2 ETH, man. Right? I thought they did.
No, they went up to like 0.89 or something like that.
I thought they went higher than that. Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, the art is so much better on the other collection.
But the thing is, that's cool that people don't know. Like, click anyone that you think is cool right now. You can scroll all the way down until you find one that's sick. Just go like to the rares. I'm actually curious. And then look at the top left of the picture. You can switch it to yeah. So that's really cool too. I still think the traits in the mythics are like way better because they had a new artist come in and do a bunch of shit. But I think it's cool that you can flip between illustrated and pixel. And this is how they're going to combat, because Kevin Rose fucked up and made all Moonbirds like CC0. So then, but the illustrated ones are not. So when they came into the illustrated part, those are not CC0. Yeah. So whenever they do something, they can use those.
Yeah, gotcha.
But yeah. All right, Greeny, let's let you go.
Let's go eat.
Yeah, you guys
back tomorrow, Friday, Thursday for America. Same time, same channel, same bad jokes.
Go follow us, QC Crypto.
Follow Green, follow Eli, follow Craig, follow the purse, follow everyone.
Big show, boys. Big show 2022. We love a long stream.
Yeah, that's fun. When you have me, I just yap. But I appreciate you guys.
Appreciate you, mate. Fun. Talk to you next week. What week? Are we going Wednesday? Are we going Thursday? What do we think?
Oh yeah, moving forward, Eli.
For you. For you. Yeah, I mean,
midweek.
Because you guys are doing Tuesday in the afternoon, right? Like same time.
Sunday like 7 p.m. Thursday, right? Sunday to Thursday. So yeah.
Yeah, we could do Tuesday. We could talk about XP and stuff like that.
Okay,
Tuesday.
cool. Done. Lock it in. Easy. All right. Thanks, chat. Appreciate you all. Appreciate you two boys. Have a lovely evening / day.
Thanks for everyone for listening to us.
See you guys.
See you later.